Hey, everybody, welcome back to the Paranormal Chop Shop.
Wait a minute. Welcome you back. Welcome Sonny
Yeah,
back.
welcome me back, everybody. How's it going?
Man, Sonny, I'm doing good. How you doing, brother?
Dude, today is the first day I haven't had a headache since I had that concussion. So it finally went away earlier today.
Hey, do you think everybody here knows what happened?
What do you mean?
That you were
Oh,
putting back together a truck?
yeah. Yeah, I was putting back together a truck, guys, and a bolt broke, and I slammed my head. You can actually still see the bump right here. Got me real good. I slammed my forehead into the leaf spring very hard. Very hard.
Yeah, those things are unforgiving.
Yep. And I was kind of concerned with having a concussion because I hit it so hard it almost knocked me out. And my grandson was there. Like, he's always working on the trucks with me. And he goes, "Fuck, that was loud, Papa."
Oh
It hurt.
man.
It hurt, man. And so he actually went and got me a bottle of water. And I was thinking, dude, I hope I don't have a concussion. And I drank the water. I went in and sat down for like an hour. And as soon as I stood up, I started puking. And I was like, yep, I got a concussion.
Dang.
So yeah, it's gone now. It's going away. It's better.
And didn't you say when you were putting that truck back together and going through all that it was like over 100 degrees in your garage?
Oh yeah, like 110 out here in the garage
Whoa.
and shop.
It was like the hottest part of the summer for you to have to be
That's why I
doing
was
that,
trying to
man.
do all the work at night, and then I wasn't able to get up in the mornings and do the shows, and I had to take time off to finish the truck. But it's all done. Look, it's sitting right there, guys. It's facing the other way now. It's all finished out there.
Nice. Looks good too.
The garage is all messy now because I haven't put none of the tools away. But after I got the concussion, the doctor said I had to take a break. No more working on that stuff for a while.
Oh, you ended up going in?
I called, and then he called me back and said, "Yeah, don't do anything else until that's why the headache's not going away." You know,
Oh, okay.
I thought it was just like a head thing, but when you get a concussion, it does something to your neck and your back, and yeah, it fucks up your muscles, I guess, too.
Damn, man. Well, we're just glad to have you back. Let everybody know in the chat that tonight show got kind of scrambled because our guest canceled on us kind of towards the end of the beginning of the show. So we're just going to be hanging out tonight and having a little fun, kind of like the old school Paranormal Chop Shop, where we just
That's right.
yuck it up.
So, Spooky, what I missed when I was gone? Did I miss anything good?
Man, we had some awesome guests on the Chad Smith podcast. That Carl Vibe was amazing, talking to us about the petroglyphs that he's researching out in southern Utah, like out there by like Skinwalker Ranch and stuff, Blind Frog Ranch. And then last Tuesday we had Tupacabra. You know him from ufology, and he's on UFO Twitter. Man, he was in there telling us about all the artwork he's been doing, and he's been working on that UFO timeline presentation. I mean, it's just been so many cool guests. So that's the biggest part I hated, was that you weren't able to be around for some of those shows. Another group that we had in here that I really wanted you to meet was Casual Conversation with GNA. Those
Yeah,
young,
G&A. They look fun too. I missed that
yeah.
one too.
And I told him how much, I think that you guys would have got along really well with Sonny. So I'm hoping that we can get them back in here real soon and you can meet them, and, we can talk a little bit about their experiences. They live not too far from you. So, there's like a little something there that you guys can identify with.
Yeah. Yep. They might have seen some stuff that I've seen in the sky.
It's funny because the girls started the show talking about how they didn't, because Chad asked them, have either of you had any experiences? And they tried to say from the beginning that they didn't really have that many experiences. Well, throughout the show, we just kept talking and talking, and experiences started popping up.
Hey, I noticed that the last night when we were talking to
Got us.
Money.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I told her, I haven't seen that much stuff. But then I told her everything I seen at one time, and I was like, holy shit, I've actually seen a lot of stuff, because there's some people have never seen anything. And
yep.
Yeah, I've actually seen at least 4 things in the sky at separate times that I can't. And then I've had other kind of interactions with different things, like that little orb bubble thing that was in the house, and tried to pop it and shot it through the ceiling. That one still spooks me to even talk about that. I've never seen anything like that before, guys. That was actually a bubble is the scariest thing I've ever seen, and it was terrifying. To me, I was terrified because that was just weird. That was the strangest thing I ever seen, Spooky.
Do you
But
think
yeah,
everybody in here knows what you're talking about when you say a bubble? Because some people might think you saw an
oh
orb.
yeah, it was a long time ago, huh? It was.
Mhm.
There was a bubble floating in between our living room, guys, in between our living room and kitchen. My son-in-law was in the kitchen and he was by the sink, so I thought he was doing dishes because there was a bubble and the bubble wasn't moving. It was just sitting in this one spot, not floating around like a bubble. It's just sitting there, and it's about 5.5 feet off the ground, not moving. So I tell my son-in-law, "Do you see this bubble?" And he looks from the kitchen towards me and he says, "No, I don't see it." I'm pointing right at it like this. I don't see it. I go, "Come here." And he gets closer to me. I go, "Do you see it now?" And he goes, "No." And I grabbed him and I pulled him real close to me like this. And I go, "Look, it's right here." And he goes, "Oh shit. Yeah, I see it." I go, "Watch, I'm going to pop it." So I go to pop this little bubble and it's still not moving. It's just there. And as I get maybe this close to it, to the bubble, the bubble's here, and I go to touch it, as soon as I all this close to it, it just shoots straight up and like through the ceiling is what we seen. It's like we didn't see it pop. It looked like it went through the ceiling. And I freaked out actually, and I said, "Oh fuck!" Like what the fuck is that? And my son-in-law is saying, "No, it's okay. Like my mom said those are just spirits, and we see those in our house all the time, and they're not bubbles. It's not clear. It had like the way I describe it, guys, like an eyeball with cataracts. It was moving around in there though. That's why I thought it was a bubble out of the sink, like a greasy bubble type thing, but off gray, like you couldn't see through it, but that's how I noticed it. And yeah, it just didn't move until I tried to touch it. And then it shot up so fast, faster than you could have thrown a baseball up to the ceiling. It went that fast, just gone. Spooky, you're muted, buddy.
You said that you got like a spooky feeling, right, when it happened and when you saw it?
Hell yeah. I never seen that. I thought it was a bubble until I tried to touch it. And then I didn't know what the fuck I was seeing. And for him to be that calm, like that was strange to me. It's like one of the strangest things. And he was just so calm about it.
He was calm about it.
Yeah, he was very calm about it. He said that his mom said those are just spirits and they won't hurt you, and that they see them in their house all the time.
Now, that was the orb that you saw. And you say bubble. I say that was an orb that you saw in the kitchen area. Now, what about and I'm going to say it again. There was an orb. There was an orb that was out on a front patio of a house. And you showed me the video one night.
Yeah.
That was the best one because that thing was moving in different directions.
Let's see if Chad got it on here or not. Yeah, my son-in-law that didn't freak out, one I told you guys about right now. He said his mom said those were just spirits and not to be scared of them. Okay, she passed away just months after that. And then on their front porch, they have one of the like doorbell camera type things that it's motion detected. So if you walk
like a ring,
it'll turn on.
Mm-hmm.
And it turned on and recorded a video with nobody there. Spooky has seen this. I'll try to get it on here for you guys later tonight if we have time. I'll find it. It's like this is the top of the screen on the porch. This thing just materializes. It just comes out of nowhere, and it turns into this white orb, and then it moves down the porch like this, and then sideways, and then it goes off the porch. And it whatever it was set the motion detector off, and they think that's the mom's spirit. I think that was the day after she passed away. And also the day before, the lights were turning on and off by themselves in the bathroom and in the whole house at 5 o'clock in the morning. I guess she used to get up and turn all the lights on, and all the lights turned on. And then when they got up, they all shut off. Same thing with the bathroom. The bathroom light, I guess, came on, and his brother and the wife are sitting on the couch. His mom wants you to wear slippers in the house because it's hardwood floor. She don't want you to get sick. so that he don't have his slippers on, and they're sitting on the couch, and the light in the bathroom that's directly to the side of them, it turns on, and then they don't, because it's already been happening that day, and it's kind of scaring them. And I guess maybe the wife told his brother, his brother's wife says, "Are you seeing that?" And he goes, "Yes, I see it." And then they both look over at the bathroom, and as soon as they did, the light shut off. It shut back on. It was that kind of stuff that was happening. That was happening before the video of the orb materializing, and yeah, that happened the day before.
Wow. Yeah, when I saw that video, I knew that there wasn't like an insect or some sort of flying, like a butterfly or some kind of insect flying around, because of the way it moved. It had an intelligent movement to it. Like you said, it was just a small speck which became an orb, and then it had a movement that definitely was not an insect.
No. Plus, there's insects flying all through the video. You can see them. They're all over the place. Yeah.
It was so much different than those.
Yeah. And you could tell it wasn't something like close to the camera, that it was back on the porch, like up in the corner, and it just comes out of nothing. And it's kind of weird, guys. I have to find it now. I don't know how to switch it from one to the other for StreamYards. I'm going to have to download it and redo the whole thing.
Honestly, that first night that you showed me that video, I haven't seen it since. I don't know what happened to it.
It's still on here. Let me see. I'm just going to send it. I'm going to redo it.
Brother Matt, I didn't know. Brother Matt's in the house.
Oh, man. Somebody dropped Matt a link.
What, you mean a bluebird on his window?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Brother Matt. I have been wanting to know what's the latest in survivalism. Survivalism. Yeah.
Sorry, I got a text. The order's going to be here in 19 minutes.
Oh, what did you order? Never mind.
OG dipstick.
Everything's deliverable in California, y'all. And I do mean everything.
Yep. Almost everything.
Yeah. It might be everything soon.
Yeah.
There you go. All right. You got a bluebird, brother.
That's right. We got a winner. So, Spooky, you're freezing on me. I don't know what's going on. The camera keeps freezing.
I'm freezing.
Yeah, it
really?
froze for a couple of... Well, on my side it did. It might not have did it to everyone else. Yeah, it did it again right now. When you were waving, it just stuck up there. It's good now.
Okay. Maybe I got too many things running. I got the Dodger game on. I got another podcast going.
I got YouTube on too, and I got a bunch of shit open too. So, I know I missed all those good guests. Did you do anything interesting? You go anywhere?
You know what, man? I have not gone anywhere. The only thing I did today was today I got to get out of the house, and my big day out was going to clean the pool. And that ain't fun.
No, I was gonna say that ain't fun.
Oh my God. I want to jump in the pool. I want to do cannonballs. I want to go crazy in the pool, but I don't want to clean it.
I've been wanting to go to the lake, and my father-in-law just bought a party barge, I heard, so I can't wait for that.
Ladies and gentlemen,
JD's and Lenelman.
Please welcome from Second Star Survival, Matt.
Hello, my two beautifully stuffed Southwest burritos.
Oh my god! Have you been saving that one up?
Supremes. Don't forget the Supremes.
I'm more like a macho combo burrito.
Full of sour cream
Oh, you better believe it.
and chilays.
Man,
What are you
this is
doing, Matt?
This is a family show, man. Come on.
Oh, I'm sorry. How y'all doing?
What's sad is he's part of the family.
Hey, I told Chad that I would bring my puckerberry just for you guys, and I brought my puckerberry. So
Puckerberry Punch.
my puckerberry, yeah, my puckerberry punch. Say that
Good
3
stuff.
times fast.
Yep, that's good stuff, man.
Did you come on here to get grilled? Did you come on here to get interviewed like you've never been before?
Sure, grill me over a hot flame there, Spooky.
And Spooky, we don't have a guest, so I'm smoking weed on the show tonight.
Sonny, be my guest. California is a cool state, everybody. We can do that.
Well, you can do it. You can do it in the privacy of your own home in Texas now.
Oh, good.
Really?
Yeah, in the privacy of your own home.
Without a
Not on
card?
the road, though.
You can stay
Yeah,
home and
without
have
a
fun by yourself, but don't you be fucking going nowhere else trying to have fun.
Don't you be bringing that shit outside your, outside your driveway.
Spread fun all over Texas, you goddamn hippies.
I've got 7 acres, so if you want to go Johnny Appleseed in my yard, Sonny, and SHTF, you're good to go. Wild grow it. I was on Mothership's podcast, and I helped her with
Mothership?
her survival bag. Yeah, the Mothership.
Mothership
Lee?
podcast.
Are you talking about Lee?
Yeah.
No.
No. Wild Ascension.
Wild Ascension. Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Now, Sonny's been off YouTube for
Yeah,
a couple weeks.
I've been gone.
I know.
Hey.
I know.
Enzo's here, Jake's here, Eddie's here, Melissa's here. There's a lot of people in here. What's up, guys? Good to see
Bosky
you
said
guys
he
again.
would join us.
Jeanette.
Bosky,
What's up?
if you want to send Posky a link, Spooky. He said
Rodney
he would join.
Posky?
Rodney,
Give me
that there guy.
give me 1 second, okay? I'll be right back.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
I told Chad the other day, Posky has been such a good, awesome addition to the community, man. He just popped out of nowhere. and he- What
Sorry,
the hell?
it's my radio.
No problem. Thought we were having a national emergency.
Hold on, I'll be right back.
sorry, guys.
Hold on, my security guards are fucking up. Hold on.
Do what you got to do, man.
There was,
Hello, everybody in the chat.
There was a loud ass bang out there, like a ragah, and I was like, "What the fuck was that?" I got out. It was Josh starting his race car.
Whoa, we should see that.
You can go over there and check it out. He has to drive that now because they stole his truck.
Yeah,
He's just paid.
unbelievable.
That motor just cost like $10,000 or something crazy too.
Man.
It runs on E85. That thing is so fast. Oh,
There he is. There's our brother Matt.
he's back.
Sorry. If this thing goes off again, we have a emergency going
And now there's
on.
someone else with one gray t-shirt and black shirt and he's taking that supposed to be the best time to front door.
Just tell them code 4 and then they'll leave you alone.
This is like watching Cops back in the old days.
We We say code 8 through 10 for do not use this channel, but the, I'm just going to say this: we have 4 missing children in
Oh no.
Texas, and they were abducted from a orphanage and heading to the
What?
border right now. So we're on high alert. Yeah.
Oh man, that's terrible.
Like, were they all family?
Individual,
children?
like different. Yeah, different.
I could see if it was like 4 siblings and someone came and took their kids, but not when you just go take kids to do what they're fixing to do. Nope.
Yes, ma'am. He's saying that he left his bus on, he's fighting on the bus, sorry. And Mountain 3, but he was not able to get the bus.
It's the zombie apocalypse.
I wish.
Because of all the down tomorrow.
I would be so much happier if it was the zombie apocalypse.
Yeah.
So, anyways, how are you guys?
Well, we were doing good till you came in here and bummed us all out.
Yeah. This was unexpected.
Fucking throwing up Limburg codes and
I
stuff.
should have just brought a small Happy Meal box of limp cocks for y'all.
Oh my god. He's only been in here 5 minutes and he's already on that.
He's already busted out the limp cocks.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Spooky. One day you can be right behind me grilling meat with me.
Yeah, this is Matt's logo for his channel here.
Spooky, this is
That's
so
my
cool.
Starduster. That's
Here,
my
I'll-
Starbucks.
I'll big screen myself. You see the little blue dot?
Yeah, I see the blue
Yep.
dot.
Yeah, that's him driving. Watch, you'll see it moving. He's coming down one of the side streets. He's lost right now. Speed it up, buddy. See, he's getting ready to turn the corner. So I got to go out there in a minute. Pizza's almost here.
Pizza's almost here.
I'm telling you, we can get anything delivered in California.
It's fucking crazy. And they know
Yeah.
if I don't know where it's at. Oh, wait, I think he's here. I got to go. Be right back.
All right, Sonny.
We'll see you in a minute. We'll see you in a minute, son.
So, Matt, it has been a while since we've had you with us, man. What's been going on with you? I mean, I've been seeing you here and there.
Everything and anything, brother.
Right?
Yeah, everything's been going crazy. And I got a sponsorship from wish.com.
All right. That's a good one.
Yeah. I did a live stream showing it all. They sent me a you want to know what they sent me, Spooky?
Heck
you
yeah.
will love it. They sent me an electronic bracelet to try it out.
Electronic bracelet.
Yeah.
And what does it do?
It has 27 functions.
Oh boy. What are we going for here, man? Where is this headed? I'm concerned. And so is JoJo.
JoJo loves it. JoJo's already experiencing what the electronic bracelet does.
Big Willie's on his way.
He's the one that delivered it to me. It helps a member of your family.
Ah.
Yeah.
And is this one of those bedroom things?
Yeah.
Oh
it
my
is.
gosh. Did you say wish.com? Isn't that supposed to be like some Wait a minute. Maybe I'm not thinking of the same wish.com. Oh, I'm
is
thinking
the
of
same.
Make-A-Wish Foundation. Now I think I see where the problem is.
Oh, it made a wish, all right. I'll tell you that. Okay. They asked me the 3 things that I do. Okay, and I do survival. I told them I do survival and sometimes paranormal and sometimes cryptid. And they didn't know what cryptid was, so they were just like, there was like, what is cryptid? And I said, pretty much like wildlife hunt. And they said, and they were like, oh, okay. So they sent me like 14 things, all right. And then they asked me, do you mind testing out random electronics? And I was like, sure.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, then they, they sent me all this stuff. They sent me 2 trail cams. They sent me a bunch of
Oh, nice.
survival gear. They sent me the new pants that I'm wearing for work.
Whoa, bougie.
Yeah. And they're waterproof. So, you always need waterproof pants, water resistant pants. And then the last thing, it was this little white bag that said electronic bracelet. And I was like,
Mhm.
electronic bracelet. Okay. Opened it up and there it was.
Was it a bracelet or was it more like a ring?
It was a ring.
That's what I thought.
It was a ring.
Found a bullet with a ring on it.
Yeah.
It's an engagement ring. Give it to the right girl.
Oh,
It's a long-term accessory helper.
Got my bag of fun. I better turn it around.
Ooh.
that ain't no Chick-fil-A, y'all.
I got all the info on that side too.
Ain't no Chick-fil-A.
With that delivery, you will definitely have a good day. Nice.
It's this. This is the stuff that'll get you.
Ooh, what's that little red box there?
Let's start out with the weed. See, look, you always got to get the Alien OG.
Alien OG. I like that.
This one is this one was supposed to be 28% THC, but it is 34.
Whoa.
Way stronger than what it was supposed to be.
That makes for a nice evening
Mm-hmm.
in the chop shop.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
the OG dipstick is 37.8.
Dang.
That's where it's at.
Yep.
That's
This guy. This stuff is called, they call it crumble.
Hmm?
Yeah, it's kind of like the stuff you put in your, what do they call those things? A little vapor hot nail hitters that they use.
Mm-hmm.
But it just looks like that. So you put that
Ah.
on your weed, and that's 73% THC. That one gets right on top of you.
Very
Good
nice.
stuff. All right, guys, let's smoke it up.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Let's roll one big old joint.
Hey, do a blunt.
Oh, I could roll a blunt. That'd take a lot of weed.
Looks like some of our audience members are very familiar with this.
Damn pothead.
You dope users.
Yeah, wax. Ren knows what I'm talking about. I guess that concussion is still hanging around. Damn.
So,
Let's see.
Got to get all that nasty weed out of
hell,
there.
you got to spank it?
Yep. guys want to smell?
Yeah.
I would love to. Oh,
It's an
that's like
8.
Christmas morning.
It is. That is indoor hybrid. It's not indigo or sativa. It's mixed. We can get 2 of those in there.
See, I haven't done any of this since I was like 15.
Oof. Yep, 2 fits. It holds a quarter.
The other day, somebody posted on Twitter. They said they posted a question, and it said,
Mhm.
"What age did you first smoke marijuana?" And out of
15.
curiosity, I wanted to see what people were saying, so I clicked on the comments. I couldn't believe how many people were like 12, 13. I'm like, what? I
Okay.
felt right at home.
My parents knew this guy named Frog. I think I've told the story before. I don't think I've ever told it live. So. Frog and Julie, that was his girlfriend. And Julie had a sister. And one day I went to their house, and Julie's sister was there visiting her and Frog, and so was her husband and her 2 kids. And they were staying there for whatever, a couple weeks or something like that. The 2 kids, this is so horrible. Okay, one of them is 1 year old because she's almost 2, but she's still 1. She's not 2 yet. Real close, but like 20 months old. So the little boy is 5 years old. All right. At the time, I think I was like 10 or 11, maybe 11. I watched this little kid. His dad said, whatever his name was, roll me a joint. And this kid got the weed. He's 5, dude. He got the weed out and everything and the papers, and he rolled a joint. All right. He lit the joint, and then I was like, oh. Even at being 11, I was like, oh my God damn, and he lights this joint. He gives it to the dad, and before the dad takes a hit, he puts it down to that fucking little 2-year-old, and she's and smoke's going everywhere. I don't know if she hit it, but she was puffing on it, and smoke was going everywhere. It blew my mind, dude. I've never seen anything like that in my life. Like that.
Yeah.
That was the most horrible thing I think I've ever seen. Like, I've seen kids get their ass whipped, but I've never seen them be fucked up like that at 2 years old.
Yeah, we at the
And
Chad
5
Smith
years old.
podcast, we cannot condone or we cannot approve any of this type of behavior or stories that you're hearing. This is
right.
purely fictional. We are just yucking it up and having fun.
Hey,
There's
damn
no
it.
way a 2-year-old is smoking.
Not fictional. That's what happened. And then within a year, the dad and mom were separated, and the dad was in prison. So
Yeah.
that's what happens when you girls hook up with these dumbass dudes that are just it's like they get out of prison and they're like, oh, he's reformed. He ain't reformed. He was just on a break.
Hell yeah. He was on a sabbatical.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, so I didn't really know those people, but I knew the person related to them, and that was a horrible thing to see. Even as a little kid, I knew how wrong that was.
Mhm.
Dude, I didn't smoke weed till I was probably didn't start smoking weed until I was like 25. I didn't.
Oh, shit.
I never tried it in high school. I was allowed to. I never did it. It was just I didn't do drugs. I didn't smoke weed until I got hurt. When I hurt my back, I started smoking weed because the doctors gave it to me.
I had
Oh,
a
that's-
free will aunt on my mother's side of the family that lived in her little Toyota Dolphin RV. It was like a 77 or something like that, and she was called a road rat. Okay, it's people that live in RVs and drive around the country and do whatever odd and end little jobs that they do to make some kind of cash to get them wherever else they need to go. And she had all this like 70s like retro stuff all over this camper, and she came and lived with us for like 3 months. And she told me to go into her RV and go get her special box, and I was like, okay. So I went in there, got her box, brought it to her. She was just sitting in her little lawn chair and everything. Popped it open, all kinds of secret stash of weed and rolling papers and everything all in it. And it looked
Nice.
like a jewelry box, right? And it had all these little shelves in it and everything. And she starts rolling it up, and I don't know what she had, but it smelled like brownies. And
Oh,
yeah, she grinded it up and everything, put it in there, and I was so curious. And she's like, "Have you ever done anything like this?" And I was like, "No." She's like, "Here you go." And I just started hitting it because I knew how to smoke cigarettes. So I was just, and she's like, just think of it like a cigarette. And I was like, I filled my lungs up. I was coughing for like an hour. And I was like, that ain't no cigarette. And she's like, yeah, but I'll tell you one thing. I think it was lace because I was seeing colors. I think I saw the future. 'Cause
It was some backwoods. That's what you were smoking. You were smoking some backwoods.
that sounds awesome.
This one tastes like banana nut bread.
I don't know, but I just sat back. I sat in my hammock and I was just like rocking in the wind, and I thought I was like floating up to heaven.
That sounds great.
How old
never-
again? How old were you?
I was 15. I was 15.
Oh, that's old enough. That's my dad came and got me and brought me out in the garage when I was 15, and he had a sack of weed with him, and he said,
Yeah.
okay. He goes, I know you smoke weed. He goes, so you're allowed to smoke weed, but you have to do it here. He goes, I don't care if you do it with your friends here. You just can't smoke weed and leave.
That's
And
a
I
good
told him,
dad.
I said,
Yeah.
Dad, I go, thank you, but I don't smoke weed. He goes, you don't have to lie. You're not going to get in trouble. And I was like, no, Dad, really? I've never even tried it. Like, I don't. He goes, well, do you want to? And he's rolling. I said, no. So he didn't make me. He wasn't like, here, smoke this joint. You know, he just couldn't believe that I didn't want to, and I hadn't tried it yet. He told me when he was 15, his parents would have killed him. My nanny and papa would have killed him. So he didn't want me running off and hiding and doing it with his friends and having to ride home with people. You know, he was thinking about when he was 15. And so he was telling me, no, it's okay, but you have to do it here. But yeah, I was allowed to drink too. And I didn't really drink that much either.
Oh, my grandfather didn't care about, drinking. Like, he was the one that would, when we woke up at 4 o'clock in the morning to go milk 300 head of cattle, the first thing he did, he had his 1 cup of coffee. Then we would go out to out to the milking barn. He would get his jar of moonshine, grab 2 farm fresh eggs, crack that open, put it into a round ball, fill it up with the eggs in it with moonshine, and down that thing every morning. And I'll tell you one thing, that old man never got sick a day in his life. He worked. He had a stroke on his tractor that pulled his whole entire face all the way around to the right side of his head.
Oh,
Still got up every day after that. After he had the stroke, he laid down and rested for like 12 hours. Got back up the next morning, got back on that tractor and kept working and everything. And nothing. And it took 7 months for that face, the muscles to relax, to come back around.
oh.
He died at 95 and never was sick doing
95?
that.
Man,
He survived World War II, the Korean War. Came back.
And drank moonshine.
they say it's good for you.
He
As
made
long as
his
you
own.
don't drink it constantly and don't stop,
Yeah.
don't let up. But if you drink it once a day, you're okay. Just not all day
Yeah.
long.
Yeah, he only had one every morning with two farm fresh eggs that was cracked and dropped into the moonshine, and he downed it all. That was it.
That's
That
a
would
man.
definitely kill the salmonella.
Yeah,
Salmonella.
Hopefully that and a lot of other things.
Yep.
that
Moonshine's
it
the
was
only
so
thing I know
pure.
that can cure girl cooties.
Yeah,
Girl cooties. What?
All girls got cooties.
cuties.
We're gonna get in trouble on this show.
Oh God, I miss
It's
y'all
so
guys.
hot out here still. It's 100.
I
We
have-
finally got down to 100.
He's in our chat, and I have to just highlight this because if he leaves, he won't know that I did it. I want him to know that it's a very special day tomorrow. Our maestro, the one who gives us all the amazing songs and tunes, Lee G from First Floor Audio, is his birthday tomorrow, and y'all better be there because he's having a birthday blowout. It's gonna be a bash of all like we've never seen before on YouTube.
He's gonna see me Rocket Man for his birthday.
Oh man, here it is right here. I just
Happy
dropped the
birthday,
link.
Lee.
Yeah, guy's turning 30.
He's gonna be
Dirty
30
30.
already.
Yeah,
He
dirty
looks like
30.
he's only 22.
Oh, that's what I said, but
Yeah.
he said 30.
30, huh?
Yeah.
I wished I could be 30 again.
So does Lee.
Let's make him
I love you,
feel
Lee.
30.
I love
Yeah,
you,
listen,
Lee. Happy birthday.
Tomorrow,
man.
everybody go there. It'd be so cool if we're all there tomorrow and we can celebrate his birthday with him.
That's right. I'm gonna come on there and sing
Happy
Rocket Man
birthday,
with you.
Lee.
Looks like we have Chad Smith in the chat.
Ah. Yeah, he's supposed to be on the show.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
He's riding that Vespa.
No, he's got a badass scooter.
Oh,
You don't have Vespa. Whew. Don't
Yeah,
get me
so-
going on a scooter before he gets in here. He won't come in.
His little scooter. You always got to say little when you say it.
his mini scooter.
No. So Chad has been working his tail off over there at that boat factory where he works at. They're forcing him to work mandatory overtime. He's having to work nights now to where he can't be with us sometimes. And this is ridiculous. We should all, I don't know, we should protest outside the company or something. I don't know. We got to do something.
I already told him to come move down to Texas. I'll give him a security job and I'll give him first shift.
That sounds like a sweet deal. I told him I'm still looking for a pool boy. I'm getting tired. I can't do this for much longer.
Pool
Susie,
boy.
I'll be your pool boy.
That's some boozy ass shit right there. dude. Bring me a drink, pool boy.
Jamie offered him to move out to Vegas. She's going to connect him with a killer job out there.
I could already see how the pool boy thing would go at Spooky's house. Chad,
I'll
Where's
wear-
those-
I'll wear
where's those
flamingo
cut off
clothes.
jeans I bought you to clean the pool in?
I
Why
did
you got
tell
your
him
shirt on?
clothing is optional.
Yeah. Why you got your shirt on, Chad? I told you. There's a dress code here.
Here's some suntan lotion. Get to it.
That's right. Lather me up. I want you to make a mohawk in my chest hair.
Hey, coming out here, Jake.
I dare you to come on here, Jake. I got something for you too.
Hey, you guys want to see
How you
something?
doing,
guys,
man?
you guys want to see something really cute? I mean, hold on to yourselves because this might over cuteness the whole show. Oh,
Oski.
Rodney Paskey and Jake at work.
What's up, guys? Wonder. Oh, there's Posky. He's listening too.
Posky. You get up here now.
He
Posky
said
needs
I'm-
to explain
I'm in and
himself.
out
He
of
needs
here.
to he needs to come in here so he can tell us
He's-
who the hell he is, how he's affiliated with this show. We need to know the details. This guy just comes out of nowhere and he's all of a sudden he's a star across all these
Gamer.
different channels.
He is. He's a gamer, and he's got a badass channel.
I mean,
You just need to go check him out on YouTube.
He's in all the chats of all our favorite shows. It's like we just made it easy for him.
I went in there to make fun of him for like 2 minutes one day, and I stayed in there for 2 hours watching him play the damn games.
Yeah, it's hard to turn him off.
It is, dude. It's kind of interesting, guys.
It's
It's
addictive.
good.
I can't play games. I just
I
can't.
can. A lot better than Posky too. I'm way better than that guy. He's so lucky. I don't know how to get on the internet and do that.
Mm-hmm.
We were
He's
talking
getting at it right now.
We were talking about one game, some kind of Russian first-person shooter where, like, you know, they shoot. You know, you take damage in different parts of your body and stuff, and you come back damaged and all this stuff. And I was like, oh, like real life, you know, like that's actually cool.
Ain't
You
like
know?
real life. You get shot in real life, it's game over. You ain't going back.
You can get shot in the arm, you can get shot in the leg, you can get shot in
Yeah.
the stomach.
Uh-huh. And you're
I mean-
done. You don't want to get
Wait.
shot again.
Well, yeah,
That's-
I mean, you don't get shot again, but
Ooh.
That's that game he's playing right now, right? Escape from
Yeah, I
Tarkov.
like,
yeah,
I like
yeah,
that game.
Tarkov,
I like
yeah.
that game.
Yeah,
That's
that
the
looks
one.
good.
That's the one I got stuck watching him for 2 hours play. And he's got a team. And it's fucking cool because
He says he has 3 monitors. 3 monitors, so he knows where his team is because they don't put names above their characters. So you have to know where your people are or you'll shoot them. I was like, oh, like real life.
Enzo says, but in video games, you can just walk over a first aid kit and you'll be healed, just like real life, right?
Yep.
Just like real life.
Depends
But
how
not
much
with this one. Not with this one.
Morphine is there.
Posky said you can restart and like still be, you know, like crippled.
Mhm,
Oh, hell no.
mhm.
So
Let's see here.
well,
know
technically.
I watched him when he first started, guys, and I'm not lying. He was horrible. He would drop in there on that parachute and just get wiped the fuck out. And I would laugh. And then I went back in like just a week later, and I was going to tease him, like I said. And he drops in, and I'm thinking, why the hell are you dropping in all these people? That's how you get killed. And he dropped in there and killed everybody. And I was like, God damn. He got really good at that game. I was like, son of a bitch.
Oh god. You know, with my security company, when you become a level 4, if you take the shooting range exam and you shoot the target in either the head or the dick, you're automatically failed.
Really?
Well, yeah.
Yep. Because in the state of Texas and in a lot of states now, if you literally shoot a guy in the dick and he hasn't had a child or anything, you literally created genocide to his family.
He
Right.
should
I
have
did
been
not know
standing
that.
there.
Yeah.
He shouldn't have been standing there. Oh.
Well, but that's the thing. It comes back on you, and it's like you just literally made a family lineage go extinct.
Does it count if he's ugly? You wouldn't want to
Nope.
baby.
No, it doesn't matter because there is some girls out there that are desperate. Everybody deserves love, Sonny.
You know, I think if we got Posky out here on vacation and he got to come here and shoot some of my guns, he'd have a good time. I think I have some of the guns he uses in that video game.
Nice.
Oh, he would love it.
Yep.
You got an MP4?
No.
Oh, I like MP4s. I got MP4 training.
In California, we can't have those guns.
Really?
Mm-hmm. California,
Hell.
we can't even have these guns.
California, you suck.
Uh-huh.
You're good in some things, you suck in others.
You guys want to see one of the most beautiful things you'll ever see in your life?
What?
Ooh.
No shit.
See what I'm
That's
saying?
a lot of goats.
The goat. I miss her. I haven't seen her in a while.
Exactly.
You
We
remember
need
those,
her back.
You remember those magic eyes back in like the 90s where you stare at it for so long that it creates an image?
Mhm,
You need
mhm.
Jamie and
Whoa.
Bree need. Oh, geez. Hi. Right on my face.
Hey,
I like that.
Get your face out of there. What is wrong with you, Matt? We invite you in here and you're burying your face in our friend's no
I
place.
can't have it. I can't help it. Something that enticing.
Oh, man. Chad, where are you at? Get in here and talk to your friend.
Come talk to your boy.
I believe he might be getting off of work right around now, right? Yeah, with the hour mandatory. Yeah.
Yep.
Should be getting off of work, so be driving home. Be about another 45 minutes.
Yeah.
So how did Amy's show go? Is it still going?
Mm,
I don't know.
mm, sorry to say, I clicked off of it.
Oh, hold on.
I don't know.
I'm not muted yet. All right. I fixed it.
No, it's still going.
Oh, sweet. I'm gonna go check it. You guys entertain everybody.
Oh,
Oh, we can do that.
I ain't going nowhere. Just get Amy up here.
So,
I
so
wish
Sonny,
Amy would come on.
so
She's got Gary on there.
spooky,
Yes.
spooky. You want to know a survival tip for the day?
I absolutely do. I've been wondering
Yes.
what you've been learning out there in the field you can bring back to us.
I just learned that they have these prison capsules that open up, and they're kind of like a suppository. So if you think you're going to go out into the wilderness by yourself, it's probably about that big, okay? You can just plop that up in your asshole, and you're always got a survival kit always around you.
What are you talking about? That little thing is a kit?
Yeah.
Dude, I make fun of people that wear fanny packs, but if you pack one in your fanny, I am going to make even more fun of you, Matt. If I catch you with a tent in your butt, you're not going to live it down. No.
I didn't say I'm going to use it. I'm just telling everybody else they can use it.
Man, I
Just
tell you, we
pulling
learn
out
something
lawn
new.
chairs and
Every time Matt's with us, you learn something new.
oh, pulls a rope out of there. Here, tie this off to the tree. It's a hammock.
Well, here's the thing, okay? You can also, in the heat, if you have a rag with you or your shirt and you're sweating,
Yeah.
you can wring out your shirt in a tin
That's a
and
good one.
boil your sweat and still drink it.
Oh my God, ladies and gentlemen, the amazing
Yes.
Enzo.
Yeah.
Where is your special guest?
Oh, awesome,
Hey,
man.
Enzo.
Good to see you.
Can you hear me okay? Is this all right? I've been tinkering with my audio for a while.
No, it sounds awesome, dude.
All
You're
right.
good, brother.
I redesigned a few things, including getting the microphone off of my shoulder like a pirate parrot.
I think the last time you were on the Chop Shop was the last time Sonny was with us. It's good to have you with us, man.
Same
We were out.
person.
We were out hunting Bigfoot together.
That's right. Next time you have to wear the suit and run around, and I get to chase
I
you.
will. I will. Told you I'm not tall enough.
What is going on with this mystery guest thing? That actually kind of makes me angry.
You know what? You're the first one I thought about when the guy canceled.
It's, what do you mean there's no guest?
You know what? The Darth Vader. No.
It always happens to us. It always happens. They don't want to come talk to us.
When did he cancel? When did this person cancel?
I'd say it's probably about an hour and a half before the show.
Ah,
Well, the thing that's hard about it is that we do
We got it.
planning. We do planning for the show.
Yeah,
It's not like we
right.
just
Especially Jamie does a lot of stuff when she's got a
thank
guest.
you. Jamie actually was the one that was planning a lot of stuff for this show. She had a intro video. She had she's the one that made the background for us.
Yeah. No, I'll show the other one.
Which was the other one?
oh,
Let me
Oh.
see. No,
Whoa.
not that.
I like that one. That's evil. That's some Dexter shit.
Oh, I don't see it. I was talking about the one where she crossed my face out and put hers in there.
oh. Where is she at? She was supposed to be here, right?
She better be hiding.
Well, there it is. There you just had it.
No, that wasn't it. That one wasn't it.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Is it this one? No, it ain't this one either.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I can't see the chat.
You know, yeah, I don't know, Sonny.
That's all right.
Man,
That ain't it. I'll
Countdown
end this son
time.
of a bitch.
Stop pushing buttons, Sonny.
I'll chat us right off this screen. No, that was Big Willie. I take that back.
That's right.
When Big Willie ended UFO Garage, that was so funny. And he said, "Do you think they're mad?" I said, "I think you're in so much trouble." They weren't mad at all. Can't make Joe and Ben mad.
I imagine you'd have to do something pretty heinous for them to get angry at you.
Yep.
I felt bad on their last show. They were talking about that series, and I hadn't watched one episode of it. I was so jealous of you guys that
It's a
knew what they were
pretty good
talking
show. It's pretty good.
Spooky, it's addicting. You watch the first one from beginning to end, and you're going to be hooked. You're
Oh,
definitely
boy.
going to start.
That's
the
how I
second
do.
one. Yeah.
Well, there's so much good stuff coming up, though. I don't know if I'm going to be able to watch it because I'm looking forward to the Lord of the Rings
it.
series.
You better watch this one. It's good.
Yeah.
I think it's 8 episodes?
And
8
then
or
the new
9.
Game of Thrones is starting soon. The House of Dragons.
Really?
Yeah, man. All this stuff's coming in at the same time.
Is my Khaleesi's going to be in there if it's the House of Dragons?
No,
I think it's a prequel, right? Like 200
Yeah.
years or so before.
it
the
is about
show.
her family.
Oh, man.
Hmm.
That dragon lady was hot.
I know you like Game of Thrones for all the nakedness you saw. And there was a lot of sexy scenes in there, too.
My most favorite part in Game of Thrones, hands down, is the scene with the Starbucks cup in the back sitting on.
But would you have noticed it if they hadn't made a big
Oh.
stink of it?
No.
No.
But I did go back and watch it, and I was like, holy shit, there it is.
Yeah. Hollywood, celebrities, they are only real people.
It's always funny seeing that kind of stuff, that out of place kind of things like that, especially like historical dramas and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
So, I can't remember which one it was. It was somewhere. They were filming in Europe. It was supposed to be like medieval times, and they had to stop so many times because a plane was going over, and they'd be leaving this big contrail cutting across the sky, and then they had to wait for it to disperse a little bit. It's like, okay, it looks kind of like a cloud. I guess we can start filming again. Trying to do it right. Nowadays, they just CG out all that stuff, or they just do it in front of a green screen already.
Mm-hmm.
So I wonder if we're still having this meeting. You got me thinking. Was Willie in here at all?
Yeah, Big Willie's in the chat.
He was in here earlier.
Willie, if you're here, man, are we still having a meeting after this?
We've been trying to find a good day of the week and a good time to where we can all get together and talk about some of the plans that we're trying to do, but it's really hard to find a good time for everybody at the same time to meet.
Yeah.
Everybody's so dang busy, and some people get sick, and some people got kids, and everybody's got something that, keeps them
especially this time of year too. Summertime wrapping up. Everybody's got outdoor stuff they're trying to get done because school's going to be starting soon and all that. This summer has flown by. It seems like it was just yesterday I was watching 4th of July fireworks, and now it's like over. The whole month gone.
Yeah, it's been a wild summer here. We haven't had any summer weather because I know where Jeanette lives in San Diego. It's down in the real city of San Diego. I live up here in the North County by the beach, so it's never like hot or miserable heat. So I've been feeling bad for all the people across the country that I've heard are so hot, and even in England they had temperatures like fires, and I'm like, wow, this is crazy.
I'm gonna come to your house then, Spooky.
Yeah.
No, man, when you were
cool
telling me
spot.
how hot it was, I was like, oh, feel bad for you.
Hey, y'all want to go on a cock block adventure?
He is looking for a new pool boy, I hear.
I'm getting tired of cleaning that damn pool.
I'm lazy, dude. You'd have to clean it around me. I would just stay in it.
Ah,
You
yeah.
may lose me temporarily, but I may come back. But some kids went upstairs. I'm going to give them a few minutes, see if they're going to try to bang in the car, and I'll be back.
That is your special.
Wait. We got to see it last time.
That's right. Oh, there he goes.
Wait, what?
I said we got to see it last time.
I know.
Walking, and you knocked on that car window. Oh my god, damn, that was funny, dude. Matt said, "You can't do that here."
I'm going to do it like this. I'm like, excuse me, hey,
Flip around.
Then he walked
get
away,
your
said,
ass
"God damn,
out of
that
the
girl
window.
was
What's that? All right, I'll be back.
Something like air brakes on a truck.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh. Better have
Yeah.
20. It ain't gonna let you watch.
Yeah, I've been over in England before in the summertime back in the 80s. Was there all summer, and it would get like in like the high 80s, and they're dropping like flies. Because most places in Europe it doesn't get that hot,
No.
and most places don't have air conditioning. They just open a window and put a fan on or something like that if it's too uncomfortable, because it's usually not very humid and it's generally pretty mild. But getting into the where it's just skirting 100 like it's been in a lot of places over there, that's ugly. That's bad news.
So were the fires that they were having as pretty much a result of the hot weather, or it just seemed? I never heard of them having bad fires like that.
I guess. I mean, when you don't have rain and it's just hot all the time, everything dries out.
Mm-hmm. Wow,
'Cause
that's crazy.
Because they get a lot of rain over there, even when it's
Oh, yeah.
hot.
So I told everybody about the Lee G's and First Floor Audio's birthday bash tomorrow, and I already dropped that link. The next link I'm going to drop right now is for a really cool show that Eric from Paranormal Highway is doing, and he's going to have our very own Chad Smith helping him read cards as Sith Lord Gypsy. That's where they read cards Star Wars style, and that's going to be at 8 a.m. Pacific tomorrow morning. So I'm going to drop that link right
8
now.
a.m.
Yeah.
That's 8 a.m. What time
Oh,
zone?
that's 8 a.m. Pacific time zone. So you guys in the rest of the country won't have to wake up too early.
So what? 11 Eastern.
Yes, sir. 11 Eastern a.m. And I'm going to drop that right now. And I cannot recommend it enough because the last time you did these card readings, Star Wars style, I was on the show and it was so much fun. I was laughing. It was so fun. But the best part about Eric's readings are that while it's fun and a little zany, it's actually some really good thought and feedback that he gives for the advice he gives people. I really enjoyed it.
I'll have to check that out.
Yeah.
Guys, give me 2 seconds. I'll be right back.
How about you, Enzo? I was thinking about you the other day when I was thinking about how our community of shows. We used to have Spaghetti Lee. We used to have Lynn Wallington in the morning. We used to have all these shows, and it seems like a lot of them have kind of just gone away, or maybe are on temporary. What do you think about that?
I kind of think it might be a summer thing because I know Lynn had an opportunity to go do some traveling and stuff like that kind of quickly. That's why she dropped her show. I have a feeling once cooler weather and school starts back up, where you're kind of stuck more closer to home, kind of a thing. We might see some of these folks come back a little bit more often.
Yeah, I hope so because I missed some of the we used to have. It seemed like we always knew where we were going to be.
Yes, it was always the same caravan of people in the chats, just going from show to show to show. It's like you always knew where everyone would be at all times. It was like, okay, it's this time going to Lynn's show, going to this. It's just it was fun. You basically spent the whole day together in the chats, going from topic to topic.
And now that you say that, I think that you're right. It was in the fall of last year, leading towards the holidays, that's when all that stuff was really happening all at the same time.
Yep.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Because everybody's got kids and stuff like that. In the summertime, they got to watch them all the time now because they don't have school and or at least hours worth of homework to do once they get home. To where things will be calmer for the adult side of it. I think once school starts back up and things like that. So.
Lee G, man, I see you're taking off. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of the day. And we all cannot wait to be there tomorrow. We're going to try to make our best to be there tomorrow for the birthday bash. So
That's right. Happy
early birthday.
Yeah.
I love you, Lee.
We'll bring the fire extinguisher for
tomorrow.
the cake, and we'll be ready to go.
Oh, 30 candles. All right, man. We better all show up there tomorrow.
Of course.
Yeah,
Nowhere else to
pretty
be.
pretty much always there.
Yes,
Last
I'm
time I was
usually
there, there was a little drama in the chat last time, but I think that all got worked out, and I think that we won't see any of that kind of stuff in Lee's. I mean, there's no reason for any drama in Lee's chat.
I've never
Guys,
seen any problems.
It's all about music. It's all about
right.
there's no place for that in music. Well, I mean, there's been some drama in a few chats this week.
I heard
don't know
about some of it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just really unfortunate because it just doesn't make a lot of sense because it doesn't have to happen. I mean, if you don't get along with somebody, I just don't understand why you want to hash that out in a chat room on a show.
That's the worst place to do it. I mean,
it's almost like you're really looking for that attention. Like you want everybody to see it.
Yeah, you'd have an audience there. That's one of the reasons why I would never do it. It's because this is between me and that other person. I don't want to air our dirty laundry, whatever it is.
Exactly.
We got Private Eye Matt back in the back. Let's get an update on.
He's going to give us a report from the field.
That's right. Report from the field.
What did you observe?
Are the windows steamy?
I couldn't get on the internet quick enough. I went back there. There was a Ford Escort. And I went over there and I tapped on the back window and everything because I saw movement.
There was an Escort.
It was a young Ron Jeremy in the making. Like he was like,
oh damn,
he was like 18 with a pencil mustache and everything. But there was no girl in there. He was butt naked with a camera underneath him.
Whoa.
Yeah, the old star.
He just like smiled at me. He rolled the window all the way down and just like smiled at me.
Wow.
I heard about this great electronic bracelet on the internet. I just thought I'd try it out.
No, I was listening to the Paranormal Chop Shop, and I was getting kind of hot and steamy myself, so I had to. Jesus Christ, what's happening to this world?
I don't know. And I was like, bro, you're gonna have to get dressed and you're gonna have to, leave. You can't be doing that here. He's like, oh, okay. He just like slithers into the front seat and drives by and just waves at me. He went by. Kind of like
That's kind of creepy. That's he
Yeah.
chose that spot. This is the spot that I'm going to go literally hang out at, and and it was just him and a camera, nothing else.
yeah, like his cell phone, the screen was on and everything. It was like showing him kind of like what we're doing, but
Mhm.
He was on Omegle. He was warming up.
I guess.
I find this very sus.
Hatchback Omegle time, parking lot Omegle time. With you probably didn't notice the Sonic bag with the foot-long hot chili dog in the floorboard.
Don't worry, I'm just sitting back here with my chicken wings.
So you caught a guy starfishing in his car
I'll get that off
with
later.
a camera.
I got my own dipping sauce, thank you.
Hey, Sonny, I gotta go. I'll be right back, man.
Okay, man.
The things I see at this museum.
And that's excluding the paranormal stuff. I mean, that's bizarre all on its own, but it's the normal stuff
Yeah.
that's really crazy.
I like
Oh.
I like when he sends us the videos of the stuff coming to life at night.
Yeah.
He's in there messing with that tablet.
I for like 15 minutes straight, because we have the sensor water bottle filler water fountain, and for like the last 15 minutes before y'all went live and everything, it was just pouring water. It was stopping and pouring water down, stopping, pouring water down. Like it was supposed to be filling something up. And then both of the water fountains started spraying water.
That's so weird.
Yeah.
Have you has the museum itself reported that to like whoever the maker is? Like, hey, this thing's going off all the time. Have to send somebody by and check it.
Every time we make a report, I even have body camera footage of it and everything that I can't take. But I've lost third shift guards because they report children laughing and running around on, as you can see, we have good tile floor and everything. This is the waiting area, which is also a bus stop. But
Right.
this museum was it was a Civil War hospital. It was a mortuary, cremation, and then it became a outpost or something like that, and now it's a museum. And but
Wow.
every time we report something like that, they say we never heard anything like that. And it's like, well, none of y'all come in at night. Y'all are never here. And I've even had, because we have a plague doctor area, and we have a whole entire true plague doctor uniform that was found on the island across from Italy, where they had leprosy patients and everything, and it still has the dried herbs and everything inside of the nose of the mask. And I've heard screaming and crying coming from that room before.
Wow. Scary stuff.
Yeah.
Do you have any recordings of that?
All of it's on my body camera because I'm not. I can only use my phone for stuff like this in the bottom area where the bus stop is. That's why I'm down here. But I mean, I have my body cam footage and everything, but it all gets deleted every time we turn in our. They record only traumatic events with people, nothing else. And that's it. So,
And those are like the company's body cam. You couldn't like take video off of there for yourself, and yeah.
I mean, I can buy my own, but it's against company policy because they don't want any video recordings or anything in this museum. Like even people, if they're allowed into the museum, they literally have to put their phone on like they have to turn their phone off, and
For
they
a
can't.
museum?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why he can't walk in there and record right now.
Yeah.
He can't be on. Yep.
I just assumed that was like maybe a company policy for the security firm you work for. But everybody, so tourists come in there, they can't take a picture or something?
Mm-mm.
What?
They could take pictures with a camera, but not record video.
What's the difference? I don't get that.
I don't know either. Like every time you see people come in, they have a camera on a lanyard and everything. That's it. At one time, we were confiscating people's cell phone and taking their name and everything and giving it back to them when they leave.
Wow.
Yeah. And
That's pretty odd.
This place has had a lot of like bad things happen to like security guards and like late night maintenance workers and everything. One of the maintenance workers was cleaning the second floor, and he was mopping the floors, and he was mopping towards the stairway, and he was going to walk backwards down the stairs, and supposedly he got pushed completely down the stairs and like broke one of his legs and one of his arms and like 2 ribs. And
Wow.
he said he got a museum. Oh, you were mopping and everything. You did it wrong. The procedure was wrong. Yeah.
What a
Yeah,
load of
that's
crap.
messed up. That's messed up. If he says something pushed him, you know when you fall, you feel something push you. You don't. There's a difference.
And how tall are these stairs that he had that much damage to him? Or does he need to start drinking more milk?
Yeah.
Oh,
There's a lot of things that
It's like, oh, come on, that was a little funny. Give me something.
I'll show you in a second at the vending machine over here. Every night around 10:30, and it's 10:22 right now, you'll see 4 little child fingerprints in the left-hand corner of the vending machine, but they're not on the outside. They're on the inside of it. So,
well, let that kid out of there.
but it's right there where all the chocolate is, you know? It's right there where like the Reese's and the stickers and all that stuff is. So, yeah, I'll I think it's like a rat.
It sounds like Matt's got little girl hands and he's sticking them up in there trying to get candy.
Hey,
Could
don't
be
make fun
too.
of my girly fingers. Look at me, I'm double jointed. That's how I make my money after this.
All the lower tier candy you can get.
Oh, we used to have a like a quarter machine, like the old school candy quarter vending machines, like the turn knobs, and
Mhm.
every night we used to come in, and they were old from like 1901 or whatever to go with the museum,
Right.
and they were always opened when I came in, and like somebody took the top off and everything was just like scooping out food from the top.
Oh,
Yeah. And after like the fourth time I brought it up to the main person and everything, they ended up taking those candy machines away.
did you happen to notice? Did you happen to notice if the night shift guy was gaining weight?
That was what we did to have a night shift guy.
Oh, so nobody was there at all. That
Yeah.
makes it even worse. Wow, you can't even blame the night guy.
Yeah. But-
Matt, I could tell this story now. Their girl already got fired.
no, okay, cool.
I was a security officer at a hospital,
Yeah.
and on the night shift, I had figured out, because you know how it is in a hospital. It's not like regular. They have everything is logged on a computer. If you open a door, it goes to the security, and it's logged in this computer.
Yep.
So I figured out how to go on the computer and remove the door logs. And so I become real good friends with this girl named Stella, and she's my boss. I love this girl so much. She was so cool, man. Her and her girlfriend both worked there, and me and the
Yeah.
boss were the ones we just hit it off, dude. We were buddies. And so I showed her the trick. I was like, okay, here's the thing though. You know, they get here at 5:30 in the morning. So don't ever go in the kitchen, you know, to get food. After
Right.
4:30 a.m., you stay the hell out of there, because if someone comes in early, you're going to get caught. She got caught walking out of there at like 5:30 exactly with a soda and a big ass sandwich in her ass. Yeah.
Jeez.
I would do it. I would do the same thing.
Yeah. I don't think she thought it was going to be as big of a deal as what it was. I was like, yeah, we can't just go in there, because I didn't bring lunch. So that's where I would go and make lunch.
I don't know. I don't know if y'all can see it.
Can you
But,
make
like-
his screen big there, Sonny?
Yeah, I was staring at that little square too, and so you're on it tonight.
Can you point with your finger where that is? Where the
Yeah,
fingerprints
because I
are?
can't
We can't.
see it. Oh, no, I see what you're talking about. And that's not going to
Okay.
be there later? Is that what you're telling me?
Nope. Bend you
Oh.
over, bro. We got a bathroom right there. Don't worry. I'll get you in the handicap. This is my boy. Say hi. Say hi. Yeah.
What's up, man?
Yeah. It's prison. You want to join?
I
You
ain't
wanna
prison.
You want to so
The joke, Sonny, for when people do that, when they hold their camera up to someone, no, I'm on a video stream thing, is you immediately flash up gay porn for them to see.
Oh,
So,
be like, you want to join? we're doing a watch and jerk.
yeah.
no, really,
I see one, two.
no, really, I'm on a podcast. See, and then all they see are just things a flopping.
I did that to a Jehovah's Witness one time. They came to my door knocking on it, and I was like, crap, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? And I was like, I know what I'm going to do. I went and I turned on HBO Max, and I put on whatever porn that I could, and I went and changed into my bathrobe, and I put a summer sausage right in front of me, and I went up to the door, and I was like, what's up? Hey, y'all just caught me in the middle of something. Y'all want to come in and just join? Y'all can sit and tell me whatever you want to do, and and I can relieve myself because I have an audience with me now.
This will go a lot quicker now that you're here.
And they were like, no, that's okay, sir. We'll come back at another time. But I was like, come on, I'm already ready. You can help me. And you could pass the lube if you don't mind.
Can you hold a do you know how to work a camera? Just asking.
Right? This is for my members only.
Did he go in? Is he still there?
He stood. Both of them stood at the door for a minute, just like looking at each other, like, should we? Then they were like, no, we're good. And they ended up turning around and getting on their bicycles and pedaling away. And I was like, damn. I'll be back, guys.
All right, man.
It's almost the end of my shift and everything, so I got relief and stuff coming in for me now. Oh, but let me show you. This is the water fountain that I was talking about. Like, it always goes off. Like, this thing, it was doing, and it won't activate when. Like, it won't activate from this far. It's got to be right there.
Right up next to it. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
he's a thirsty ghost. That kid was eating all that candy. She got to have something to drink.
That's right. You got to balance out that sugar somehow. You need to hydrate.
See, this is what I got to deal with all the time, guys.
Check out my cone.
Check out the wet floor.
Tell him I said get that cone circumcised.
He said, get that cone circumcised. He says it's too yellow for your skin color.
I didn't say that.
No,
You
you
have
ain't
whatever
got Joey.
cone you want.
No. This racist guy on the video said this.
I didn't say that. He can have whatever color cone he wants.
You could go walk out in the middle of you could walk out at midnight and people see. All right, I'll be back, guys.
All right.
It's getting kind of late here. Where's Chad? He's usually here by now.
I think he had a mandatory extra hour.
Oh, that's right. He's doing the overtime, mandatory overtime. He said something in the chat about maybe moving the show to Saturdays. Is that right?
He don't know what he's talking about. Yeah, Chad knows, like, if it's too rough on him, we'll change times, move the show, whatever. We don't want to do it without each other. It's not the same.
Yeah, it's missing a little something when you, especially when you have to get miscreants like me and Second Star on here.
It's all right. We make it work. We try to keep it a little entertaining anyway. Might get a little dirty. We're sorry for that, guys. We're a bunch of dirty old men. It's funny to us.
We're nerds, is what we are.
Yeah.
Here, we'll try this out.
Nerd!
Nerds. Could you hear that?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I've been futzing with my gear to finally get it to output sound to where everyone else could hear it. Took me forever to do it, but I finally figured it out.
Chad showed me, and I think he was trying to do it after he showed me and it wasn't working, and I was thinking, well, did he forget? But he did it a different way and it didn't work, I think. But since he showed me how to do it, everything I can put up, it all has sound. It plays full screen with me on the side. I don't have to be on another screen and not see what's going on here.
Yeah, that's because I use OBS, and like the Simpsons thing I just did, there's another thing that I added in where I don't have to, because normally you could trigger that scene, but then I have to push the button to go back to this view and all that. But I found a thing where it times it out and it automatically switches it for me, so I can be even extra more lazy now. So that's very important in my life.
That's right. So you got anything coming up you're going to do?
Not really. Pretty quiet. It's getting ready to roll into August. We were talking earlier about how the summer's just gone. Just this summer, July just whizzed by.
I think, aren't we supposed to start like the first week of August for the Odd House Network?
Oh. Any other secrets about that?
I don't know. That's probably what we might talk about tonight. We'll find out. I'll put Ben on the spot and just throw a date and time out there. Tomorrow night at 8:30, guys. Tomorrow night at 8:30.
Final. That's it.
That's
Be there or you're fired.
somebody tell Ben he's got till tomorrow night at 8:30.
You, and you. You're going live tomorrow.
I gave him 24 hours. Uh-oh, what happened?
Uh-oh. Water ghost got him.
I don't know.
He fell down the stairs, busted his arm and his...
I didn't add him in there. That might have been Spooky accidentally hitting buttons.
Whoop.
Yep, that's Spooky.
Was that
I didn't
Jamie
realize
the
what-
other
Go
was
ahead.
that
Go ahead.
Jamie the other day messing with you? Throwing
Oh,
stuff
that
up?
was so funny.
It's like, what's going on? What's happening?
Yeah, don't let her push her buttons. You might get in trouble. She's amazing.
I wish-
Love that girl.
I wish she could have came on here and hung out. There was no one to interview, so she was like, fuck Sonny
Yeah.
and Spooky. I ain't going
Yeah.
on.
what's up with that?
that.
I think that might be a couple's date night at a certain point on Friday night. They like to hang out together.
I can understand that.
That means she likes to chase him around the apartment while he's trying to play video games.
Exactly.
He's just going to fart on her anyways, like he does, like he did before.
You have a show to do? I'm on the
Go
second
online or
episode.
something. This Posky guy's gotten better. I gotta up my
That's
game.
right. Me and Bosky are playing games. Don't you got a show to go be on?
Go play with your friends. Is that how like your spouses and other friends that you tell about that you do shows like this? Is that what they say? It's like, oh, you're just playing with your friends.
Yeah, I showed my family a little bit of Eric's Paranormal Highway the other day, and boy, we had some good laughs because he was talking about Bigfoot, and he had his hat on with the sunglasses, and my family said, "That's your buddy?"
Oh no! You hang around with this person on purpose?
Whoa. Took Matt out. That was my fault.
I tell my I've got a 75-year-old neighbor that lives like 2 doors down that I kind of adopted during all the lockdowns and stuff over the last couple of years, where once a week I'll go over on Wednesday and spend about an hour or so just chatting with her, checking up on her, making sure she doesn't need anything, that kind of stuff.
Mhm.
But honestly, she gets out of the house more than I do now. But she was very, very scared when all the lockdowns and stuff happened. She was afraid to go outside because, you watch the news. That was all horror and death, zombie type stuff going on outside. But and we've continued that tradition where every Wednesday I'll go over and visit for about an hour. We'll go to she's discovered Costco. I go to Costco all the time, not all the time, but so we'll go to Costco together sometime. She loves walking up and down all the aisles and stuff. She gets a big kick out of it. But I tell her about some of these shows. Sometimes I pop on here on the internet, and she's like, "What? What are you talking about? Oh, is this a person from Vegas?" And all that. And she laughs, I think, the hardest at everyone's screen names. It's like, oh yeah, that's Spooky Morales, that's Thin Lizzie Borden, that's and she's just like, what?
Yeah, we have some interesting screen names, that's for sure.
Yeah.
But she never
especially if you have Big Willie read them to you sometimes. Spooky Morals.
Spooky Morals.
Did he say that?
There's 3
He was Spooky
syllables,
Morals
dude.
for 3 months.
He's not the only one. There were other people that called me that.
I did.
Yeah, you did, and I'm thinking maybe even Eric did. Now Eric is
probably
not
still
one.
does.
Yeah, with names, he has an issue with names.
It's a Fresno thing. The heat cooked our brains. Can't remember nothing.
The girls that we talked about earlier that were on the Paranormal Chop Shop with us when Sunny was
G&A?
out, they're having a show. It's coming up in about 20 minutes, so that'll be something everybody can go watch.
Oh, okay. You want to pull it up?
I'll drop
and
the link. Yeah.
Yeah.
got
Drop
it right
their
here.
link. And we'll all go rate them after the show.
I didn't know they did late Friday night show.
Yeah, it started last week. They've been doing it
Oh.
about 9 o'clock Pacific.
A specific time?
Specifically Pacific. Casual conversation with G and
then
J.
It should be time for Willie. I think he said he was going to be available at 11 his time. So, yeah, that was 41 minutes ago.
The G stands for Gloria. The A stands for Eileen. Together, they're casual conversation with G and A.
Yeah, they're super cute. They're great.
Oh, I love that show. I love talking with them.
I missed him. I was Bigfoot hunting. We were camping, went camping for Deanna's birthday for the 4th of July.
Huh?
Dee's birthday's the 5th. That you showed us a couple of clips of the videos. You were out there at the camper. Were you off grid? Did you have power and water and all that stuff, or did you have to schlep everything in?
No. Yeah, there's no power. We're on the top of a mountain at that spot. Yeah, we're way off the road.
Did you have like solar panels or anything like that, or you just
I do.
like, yeah?
For my trailer, I do, yeah. So I don't have to run the generator all the time.
Yeah, that's the way to
Smart.
go.
I have to run the generator for air conditioning or
Yeah.
to watch TV. Gotta watch TV.
One of the things one of the YouTube rabbit holes I went down during all the lockdown stuff, besides shows like this, is like van life videos and stuff like that. And there's this one guy this is where I got the idea from, is he bought a retired ambulance and basically covered the entire back end, the whole roof part of the whole box backside, covered the whole top with solar panels. He's got like 1,200 watts of power. And it's enough that during the day, he can run one of those really small, like Windows type air conditioners.
I bet.
And he wired it all in and keeps the back nice and cool.
I used to have another trailer that wasn't a fifth wheel big one like this. It was just like a 27 foot or something like that, 26 foot trailer, full trailer. It came with 2 solar panels on top of it. And I looked up there and I thought, well, those look kind of big. You know, like you don't think of like what they'll run though. So
Right.
I had the trailer for maybe a few days and I had to work on it. So I unhooked the battery. When I went there to I unhooked the battery so I could change a light switch on the ceiling.
Oh no.
And I turned it on. It's still on. And I was thinking, where the fuck's the other battery in this?
It's running straight off the panels.
So I figured that out. I go out and look, and I look at the wires, and I look up at the solar panel, and I was like, well, shit, the wires are they're crimped together, so you can't disconnect the solar panel unless I cut the wire.
No.
So,
Mhm.
so I go back in, and there's a stereo in there with big ass speakers and an amplifier and everything. So I turned all the lights on in the trailer. There was no lights that weren't turned on. I had them all turned on. And then I was like, well, fuck, I ran out of shit to turn on. So I turned on the stereo and started turning it up, and it made it like all the way to 11, and then it shut off. The stereo shut off because of the
It
amp.
goes to 11.
Yeah, but the solar panel would run all the lights and yeah, the radio, the amplifier, the big speakers. It didn't even need the batteries if the sun was out.
Mhm.
It was pretty nuts. Yeah.
Yeah, the guy I was watching, he had those one of those really small window type AC units, which kept his it's just this small area. It's like the size, not even smaller than like the little room I'm in. So it doesn't take that much to keep it cool, and we keep it at a decent temperature. And then he still had power that usually in the afternoon before the sun got too low, he had an air fryer that he would make his dinner with. Because that uses quite a bit of energy too. But when it's coming straight out of the, off of the sun, once the sun goes down, of course, you got to go to batteries. And then you have to get a little more picky about, what you have on when you're running on just batteries, because it has to make it through the night. But he would always cook his dinner like a couple hours before sunset, and he made a big meal and all that stuff, and kind of had all the luxuries of home, kind of an idea. And he had a big TV that he would watch. He had a cell phone router. It was basically like an internet router that you would plug everything into to get your internet, but it was through a cell phone. It's kind of the same idea as like using your regular cell phone as, sharing as a hub or something like that, except it's specifically for that purpose.
Mhm.
And he would go so far off grid that he would usually he had a mast that had a directional antenna that he would find where the local signal was and zero in on it so he could get a good signal. And he's still out in the middle of nowhere, not another human for 30 miles. And he would still be on the internet, watching Netflix, in the AC, cooking up stuff in his deep fryer for dinner, things like that. It's pretty amazing. Yeah.
Saber.
Yeah, my trailer, it's got everything. I ain't gonna lie, it's got everything. It's got a heater that's runs just like your heater in your house. Turn it on, so is the air conditioner. If you run the generator, or if you're plugged in somewhere, if you go to a camping area and you're plugged in, you have everything. They have cable.
Oh yeah,
and everything.
everything. Yeah. Working toilets and everything. You're not storing
Well, it's
anything.
It's got the slide out that's in it. The whole trailer that's not part of the fifth wheel part where the bed is and the restroom, the whole side of that trailer slides out. So it's really big in there.
Oh yeah. Do you ever have any problems with that as far as the seals and all that stuff on
No, we don't let seals, walruses, no fish in there at all.
it? What? Like, I didn't want a polar bear sneaking up on your rig in the middle of the night.
The seals around the outside, I noticed that one of them was hanging off, so I kicked it back in with my foot. That's about all the problems I have. As long as that seal's there, so no squirrels or spiders or mice can get in.
Right.
It's fine. But it's a different seal for when it's open and shut, so you just got to make sure the one that's inside is always glued in place.
Good shape. Yeah.
And then
That's the
I
thing
got
that's always
lucky.
bothered me about this slide.
When I bought this trailer, we almost didn't buy it because Deanna found it. She showed me pictures of it, and it was so nice, dude. So the price was really low, and the trailer's really nice. And we go look at it, and it's supposed to be a 91. And I walk inside the trailer, and I look at all the stuff. And a long time ago, I used to work for Dan Gamble's. So I told her, I go, hey, they did not make that refrigerator in 1991. This trailer, it looks a lot newer. You know, because we go outside. We're actually all inside. The AC's on and everything. We're all in there talking. And I tell the guy, can I talk to my wife? And he says, yeah. So me and Deanna go outside. And I'm telling her, dude, I go, you know how I always told you that if you had a trailer that was kind of like your other trailer, you could take the plates off and switch them. No one would ever know. Not see, there's no VIN numbers on camp trailers. And no one would ever know. And I told her that it might be stolen. That's what I'm scared of. This might not, the registration. Yeah, yeah. I said this might not be a legit thing. So I went and talked to him. And then I'm at his house, you know, and I seen his ID, and I'm thinking, well, this is his house. He would have to be crazy to sell a stolen trailer to me from right here at his own house.
Yeah.
And so we bought it. And then we came home, and I think the next day I went out there, and I was looking at the inside of it, thinking, dude, this is just like, how did they get all this brand new stuff in here? You know, because it's supposed to be barely used, and it looks brand new. So I get all the paperwork out, and I start going through all the paperwork. It's a 2001. The guy ran the ad wrong. He thought it was a 91, so he advertised it as a 91. But yeah, it's a 2001. It was 10 years newer than what?
He had no idea. Wow.
Nope. But it's nice.
Well, for a 91, I can give you this.
Uh-huh.
Did he realize it was a 91 at that point? I mean, obviously you probably didn't tell him, but
I didn't even know till the next day. I was still thinking it was a stolen trailer or something. I couldn't figure it out. That's why I had to get all the paperwork out, because it's got all the paperwork for everything that's ever been done to it. And yeah, it's all in there. So I started looking. I was like, this is a 2001. It's not a 91.
I never even thought about swapping those plates out for a stolen thing. that never even entered my head. That's
if you have a
file that
24,
away.
let's say you had a 1974 full trailer, 26 foot, because that's a real common trailer. That's a common length. You could take that plate and put it on a 94 with no problem, because they're still kind of older looking. And yeah, there's no VIN numbers. There's a VIN number on it. That's an actual sticker by the door.
Yeah, a sticker.
Pull the sticker right off. Yeah, and that's what scares me about buying trailers, especially when it's advertised wrong. It was just that's all it was, though. It wasn't stolen at all.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, that would be horrible.
That sounds like a pretty good deal that you got. Usually it's the opposite when it comes to trailers. It's always a horror story.
Yeah. Well, working
It
at
seemed
Dan
good
Gamble,
at first, but
that's what they showed us. The very first thing was, dude, you have to make sure, like, if it doesn't look like an old trailer and it, you know, it's got it says it's older than what it looks like, you need to check the plates and make sure, you know, that's what I thought was going on, but nope.
I think my big thing with buying trailers like that would be like if there's been some kind of water leakage somewhere and they try and hide it, which would be easy to do. And the whole inside is just black mold, and just you're gonna die as soon as you spend one night in there.
If it leaks, right, and it's not like if it didn't leak just yesterday and dried up, and it's people don't just sell them because it leaked yesterday either. They wait till it leaks for a year because they don't know how to fix it, and it ruins it. The roofs will sag. You could touch it with your finger, and your finger will go right through it when it's dead wood from being wet.
Yep.
Even wet and dried out, it just ruins it. And it's really hard to hide. You actually have to cut it out and fix it, and then it's no hiding that.
Yep.
You might as well
It's
tell them
ugly
you
stuff.
repaired it if you did it.
What a mess.
It is. It sucks. I have pictures of one I redid on the floor of a trailer. It was so much work. I had to cut the whole floor out of the back of a trailer and replace it. My father-in-law's done the same thing. He's done it to one of mine for me.
Man, What a hassle.
That's
why
what
people
happens if you're not rich.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to fix things for yourself.
Yeah. It's still a lot of time and money goes into that.
Sure does.
A lot
man.
of sweat equity in there.
I do believe we may be getting a certain big beard joining us soon. A big red
Oh.
beard.
Sweet.
And I did see that Chad was driving home a while back, so I think we might even be getting Chad Smith coming in soon.
Is there a Viking horn in the distance?
Mm-hmm.
I don't like
a little
to
bit
rush
like
him.
that.
Ah,
Oh man.
Man, if that ain't handsome, I don't know what handsome is.
damn it. I don't know which. I'm so used to having my microphone hanging on this side. It's like, okay, I know it's on this side. So if I look this way, I know I've been looking this way. I don't know which way to look now.
I haven't seen Ren in a while.
It's been a
No.
while since we've seen her. Got to see what rocks she's found on her adventures. I'm sure she's found quite a few.
Mhm. Oh, looks like we may be getting a little interesting. I'm bringing a story. Put on your
Oh,
boots,
man.
boys.
Put your boots on. Here
Love
we go.
some
Mhm.
Big Willie.
It's about to get deep in here.
Or at least messy. Oh, Amy's show went almost like 2.5 hours, over 2.5 hours.
That's because you
Wow.
had Gary Voorhees on there.
Yeah, he can talk. He's got a lot to say.
I like Gary a lot.
Heck
Gary's
yeah.
got a lot to say.
You know, we've never had him on here. We need to have him on here. I've
Ah,
seen him on UFO Garage a few times and on there, and then it's just the same thing, really, if I bring him on here.
yeah,
He's a
very,
good dude,
very-
though. He's a
very
regular guy.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I had to compare him to somebody one time. I was kind of advised. Somebody told me, "Oh, don't have this guy on your show," because no one's even ever heard of him. I told him, well, no one had even heard of Gary Voorhees until he told somebody. I go, so maybe this guy wants to tell somebody.
What's up, Zenza Bill?
You know what, Enzo? I wanted that guy so bad too. This damn guy as a guest. I wanted him on the show so bad because his story is just amazing.
Who was it?
I can't even tell you. We call him the captain, and one of these days he's gonna and the captain is something that me and him came up with. So I know no one knows who I'm talking about. But yeah, so one of these days the captain is gonna come on our show. He's just he started to, but he had to go dark for a while because it's gonna be a good one.
He knows things.
A pilot, ex-military, has been talking to Grace for the last 20 years.
Be right back.
Whoa. That sounds interesting.
Yep.
He's not been on any other show.
Nope. I found him and he wanted to, and then he talked to me a few times and told me such good, just these amazing things that I don't even want to share until he's here. So he might not want to share that, but
Right. You don't want to read the story either.
I would love to have him on here to share all that with you guys. And one of these days he's gonna do it.
Look forward to that.
Yep.
Upcoming guest, the captain.
Yeah. That's what I thought it sounded cool too.
That
And then
captain.
he's not he was ex-military but not a pilot. He's a different pilot.
Different pilot.
Yeah, he wasn't a pilot for the military.
Got his pilot's license afterwards.
Mm-hmm. I think so.
Okay.
So that's
Rin's,
hard.
Rin's in. Sounds exciting.
I've tried to get pilots on here, and that was the closest I've talked to other ones. I'm not going to say they weren't interesting, but this guy was interesting. I mean, that was in his stories. They were pretty interesting. So I it's very hard to get a pilot that still flies
Yeah.
to come on here. And
That's a
you
big
don't
problem.
want-
That's still a big stigma, even with there were some folks talking about it the other day about how this past week they're working on new legislation and working to kind of revamp those offices over there at the Pentagon to give that blanket everything's okay, you can say whatever you want kind of scenario to current day pilots in the military. It's like, this won't affect you or anything like that. And chances are pretty good you're not going to hear a whole lot at the beginning because they're not going to believe it. And I kind of don't blame them. That's kind of normal. Even things that, just, okay, we just switched over the rules. You're still getting the stink eye from people that remember the old way, from just yesterday kind of a thing. So it's like, all right, I'm not going to come out right away with whatever weirdness they saw, because you do end up getting kind of blackballed in a way, kind of pushed off to the periphery. You're like, oh, that's the guy that saw the lights or the UFO or whatever. So keeping quiet was always the rule, for most of those guys, civilian or military.
Now they have to report it. They're supposed to. Before it was like, no, you stay quiet about it, but now it's like, no, you report it. It's supposed to be different now. But right. I bet they still don't want to.
For exactly that reason. I mean, whenever there's any kind of like that big social shift like that, I'm sure once, like the military, when they got rid of don't ask, don't tell kind of a stuff, I'm pretty sure somebody that might have been, in the closet about their status didn't come out right away. It's like, oh yeah, by the way.
Oh yeah.
They probably, okay, let's see how things shake out.
Yeah, they didn't come out for exercise drills all Richard Simmons out the next day. No.
Right.
Yeah, because just that's how it's just some people don't like change. And yep, I was one of them. That was hard for me.
and in that kind of environment,
you just
people get locked into this is the way we do things. Not that specific instance, but we'll say, like for the UFO kind of reporting, is you shut the fuck up. You don't say anything. Yep. You saw something weird? That's great. Were you endangered? Was the aircraft in danger? Was the crew in danger? No? Then fucking forget it. It didn't happen. We don't care. That was always the standard response. If people were endangered or something like that, we even saw that when earlier this year when the Canadian military released, they had their big data dump of stuff for like 30 plus years worth of UFO reporting from the military up there. They did have about kind of like the only big thing was an incident where air crew members were injured because they had to take evasive action. They were flying through, coming in for a landing, and there was this big object in front of them that they had to take evasive maneuvers and to not hit it, kind of a thing. Maybe it was a balloon, maybe it was a drone. You can play that game all day long, but no matter what, they had to take evasive action. It was a civilian airline, and because they weren't like on final approach where normally that's when everybody would strap in. That's when, fasten all seatbelt sign comes on. Even the crew members on board that are, running around in the back, taking care of the passengers, they by law have to be secured in their seats as well. It was just before that point. And one of the crew members that was in the back, because they did this evasive maneuver to miss this object, they got thrown around in the back. They got banged around and were injured. That's automatically, you have to fill out a form. Has to be an investigation, the whole spiel. So that particular thing had a lot of eyes on it.
Yeah.
Whereas if somebody hadn't gotten injured in the back, it would have probably not even been reported. It's like, yeah, whatever. We saw a thing, okay, and that would kind of been it, you know. But that those rules are changing now to where that environment has opened up, where they want you to tell them what you've seen. They want you to report the things that they're seeing up there.
And that makes me think they've seen it too.
Right.
9. Yeah. Yeah.
Somebody saw something right there.
Rocky.
But there is going to be a lag period of time, I think, for when they say, no, it's okay, nothing's going to happen. Yeah, you've been telling us our entire careers that shut up and don't say anything. It's going to take a while for that to cycle out of us, you know, till somebody is going to be brave enough to at least report, hey, I saw some weird lights, or, you know, whatever. So it's because when I was in, that was like kind of the general rule. It's like, okay, was it a safety of flight thing? Did you have to make any evasive maneuvers? Did anybody get injured? We don't have the resources or whatever to go and research a light in the sky. Sorry. You know, that kind of a thing. So chalk it up to, I saw something weird, and make up your own swamp gas or planet Venus or whatever you want to say, because we don't know.
That's one thing too. I've never reported anything like to anybody that I've ever seen in the sky that I couldn't explain, except for on here. I tell Ben and Joe. Right,
and that's true, and because a lot of people like in our community, you know, they say, they're like, "Oh, how could they not say something if it could be blah blah?" But yet, nearly every person in this chat probably has seen something they didn't know what it was. Which is what brought them to this community in the first place.
Yeah.
Whether it be, and that goes for the whole spectrum, if it be paranormal or a UFO or a cryptid or whatever it is. There are agencies out there that want to know what you saw. Did you report it? Because there's MUFON, and what's the Bigfoot one? There's a Bigfoot specific kind of a thing. It's similar to MUFON, right?
I thought it was MUFON. You reported all that stuff too.
You can't. Well, MUFON you can. They don't necessarily, like if you saw a ghost walking down the hallway, don't care so much. But they'll at least, I think will at least listen. If you saw like a Bigfoot in the woods kind of a thing, but generally they focus on the UFO stuff. But I thought there was a separate Bigfoot specific kind of version of MUFON, and I don't recall what the name of it is. A lot of people give it grief.
I'm going to get in so much trouble. It's probably www. Just a bunch of knocks and whoops.com.
Go to www. Good luck on the spelling on that.
Yeah. Bigfoot guy's got a sense of humor. Some flat earthers you don't joke with, boy, Willie will get mad.
Don't make me break out the globe. But yeah, it's funny. I mean, because what I found funny is when, because like this past week, there was kind of a shift in the UFO news as far as the government goes, kind of changing some names of some agencies and what their responsibilities are, and basically there's a lot of these folks in DC, you know, senators, congressmen, they're like, yeah, we don't give a shit about what you're telling us that are drones. We want to know about the other shit that's not drones. You know, tell it basically these, and this is something that I said earlier this year as well, is if you really want the government types, your senators, your congressmen to really get involved with this and take it seriously, tell them that there's people out there that have secrets that they don't know, and get that work that the whole reason people get involved with politics and all that stuff. There's a lot of ego that goes on there. Basically say there's people out there that are keeping secrets from you. They don't want you to find out about these little black projects over there. And they'll, of course, be like, oh, I'm on this committee that covers all that things. I don't know anything about that. Yeah, and they're not telling you intentionally. And they're starting to figure this stuff out because that's where they're starting to look now. They're like, what the fuck's going on with whatever the fuck that is over there? You know, what is this? You know, they're starting to look into those dark corners that they've never looked at before. So hopefully something will come of that. I have a feeling a lot of that's going to be behind closed doors kind of stuff that we'll never probably ever hear because of the classifications on some of it.
Yeah, when
Sorry.
when they finally do have to come out and talk about it, they're probably going to blame it on the pilots for not reporting it.
Well, they should have said.
Well, we
Well,
could have told you guys about this stuff a long time ago, but the damn pilots didn't tell us.
Well,
Yeah.
they didn't tell us it was happening because you would have drummed them out of the military if they had, you ass.
Yeah.
Because of the very system you designed. Yeah, there's when it comes down to when that spotlight finally shines on somebody that's like, it's that scared octopus response of, "Ugh," you know, all fingers pointing out. It's not me, it's them. Kind of a response, which I've seen that quite a bit.
Passing the buck. Even NASA gonna be like, we see shit.
We've got these shitty cameras in the cargo base pointing at it. Could be any ice crystals that we know of.
Uh-huh.
Turn it off. Delete that.
Or they shoot
It's-
lasers at ice crystals.
Yeah, exactly. There's some kind of projectile moving towards that ice crystal that apparently moved out of the way. Unlike everything else that was in frame. that
Totally
you said around.
changed direction.
Yes.
Yeah.
So there's a lot. I mean, I feel that there's probably a lot of like stuff like that out there that can kind of get uncovered. It's like, okay, what the fuck's going on here? There may be a logical explanation for it, but the fact that it's covered up and not told to anybody makes it stand out that much worse. You know, I get it if it's a classified system you don't want people to know about, you know, specifically, you know, the enemies of the United States. I get it. I totally get it. However, that specific video we're referencing from the space shuttle, when did that happen? Like 1989 or
A long
something like
time ago.
that?
It's an
Yeah.
old one.
And there's, I think we've probably, whoever our enemies are, have probably figured it out by now. We're probably the people that paid for whatever that is are the last to know in this case.
Yep. Yeah, that's what I feel about that. What is it called? The TR-3B? Is that right?
Yep, that's what
Yeah.
they call the triangular, the black triangle. Yeah,
I think that's going to be like the SR-71. We'll find out about that in another 15 years. Since we've been really seeing it for 5 years, real good. A lot of people, so they'll tell us in 15 years, oh, that was us. It's right here. Check it out.
right.
Jim Goodall will be sitting in it going, I helped build this one too and didn't tell you guys.
That does make me wonder about Jim. It's like, okay, how much does he really know? What's the stuff he can't tell us?
Uh-huh.
Because I'm sure, because I mean, I'm familiar with his job. You know, he was a historian. He was a boom operator and a historian and all that. But so I don't feel he ever actually had hands-on any of this dark stuff. But as it turns out, as a wing, you know, as a Air Force historian, you do kind of have to keep track of these things when they happen at a specific base or whatever. Because at some point, whatever it is, it may be classified now, but it will be unclassified like 20, 30 years from now. So you need those records on hand, kind of a thing.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean he's got like a filing cabinet full of, you know,
Oh, no.
Bob Lazar hanging out at the sports model kind of pictures or anything like that. But it's, you know, it's like that he's been sitting on all this time. However, there are things out there like that it's somebody's job to keep track of that stuff. And you know, to at least sit on it, because there's quite a few pretty good documentaries, and honestly, Jim's book on Area 51 and stuff like that is loaded with old school black and white photos from back in the day when they were first standing that whole place up from, it was just a couple of shacks out in the middle of nothing, to a fully functional base with however many chow halls it had and everything else in it. So all of those things have been, even the simple day-to-day kind of things have been kept track of over the years. Somebody has all that information. I kind of am under the impression that like Area 51 itself is kind of no longer the secret hot spot for testing out, fancy new gear because everybody seems to know about it.
Yep.
But there's some that Jim has alluded to someplace like Idaho, Montana area, something like that. Something going on up there. It doesn't seem like it would be that hard to figure out with like Google Earth and everything else. Just look for a big airfield that's not marked. But that stuff can get scrubbed too.
But the lights I seen was out by Lemoore Air Base. I don't know what they have out there.
I've never even heard of it.
It's there. It's by where we fish.
Is it like an International Guard base or something?
Naval.
Lemoore?
Yep.
Oh, Navy. Okay.
And it's no boats though. It's all planes. You can go there and go shopping and stuff if you have your service card and
Commissary.
There's a neighborhood. Yeah, there's a commissary there. There's neighborhoods and
Navy Exchange.
it's big. Yeah, it's big.
Huh. I'm not familiar with that one. I don't know that much about the naval bases.
It's probably supposed to be hidden, and I just told everybody.
That's it. Everybody's like typing it in right now. Going, holy shit! Look at that.
Jesus Christ.
Some dork that's working night shift in the Pentagon, some airman first class, going, oh my god! Look at all these pings for this base.
Yeah, that guy will be going, fucking Lockheed Martin warned us about this goddamn show.
Son of a... It's like, wait a minute. We got to try... Where did all these people get this information? It's fucking Sunny.
A paranormal chop shop.
God damn it.
National security hazard.
It's been there for a long time.
Yeah, some of those places are pretty nice. I know I've been to some pretty desolate, out in the middle of nowhere bases throughout my career, and it was always odd because you go to the chow hall to eat, which is where everybody goes for the whole base, and you see some odd uniforms walking in. It's like, why is there a Navy guy here out in the middle of the fucking desert? It's like, all right.
Yeah. Closest thing to water they got out there is canals.
Yeah, the closest water we got is what's swimming around the toilet.
Man, there's someone out there.
You got somebody creeping around at your house?
Yeah, because the motion light came on and then my dog went and barked.
I hear her yipping.
It's too early for anybody to be stealing something, though.
Shit. Give me 1 second.
Oh, shit.
They didn't answer. Holly.
Okay, now the chat can play the game. What did Sonny just yell out his garage door to whatever,
All right.
whoever is outside?
Y'all get,
Oh, shoot, you son of a bitch!
y'all get. Yeah. Now let them try and take something. People have been stealing around here, guys.
There's been a lot of that. Well,
I need to turn my camera off for a second.
Amy down in Albuquerque just had her car stolen a couple weeks ago.
It's desperate times.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, this stuff can only we've reached that point where it's like stuff's too expensive and it's easier to steal somebody else's shit than it is to try and.
When you see this happening more and more so frequently, it's just symbolic of the financial times that we're living in.
They're stripping them in chop shops and selling the parts.
Hell yeah.
Fast too. Like if your truck gets stolen at 5 a.m, it's completely apart and on its way to other places at 7 a.m. Just 2 hours and it's done. You got to find it within the first 45 minutes. Or
over here, they're still in catalytic converters.
Yeah, they do that here too. You know,
they're still doing that.
Really? You know how Napa delivers, right? Napa Auto Parts, they deliver. Well, they have over here, they have a bunch of nice trucks sitting out front, and I mean like five or six Napa trucks, new ones. And they came to work one day, and the guy went to leave in his truck, and one of the new trucks, and he started it, and there's no cat on it. So they told him, well, pull it in the shop, and we'll have it fixed and take one of the other trucks. So he went and got the other one and started it. There's no cat. They came and took all of them in one night. They took all the catalytic converters out of all their service trucks.
It's crazy.
Holy shit.
And it's on a busy street, dude. It's in the same parking lot where I got robbed at gunpoint, where the kids put the gun to my forehead. It's in that parking lot.
Man.
Get out of here, Moth.
You got Mothman in there checking you out. Love a good Mothman story. I grew up on Mothman stories. I grew up around the corner from where that was.
There's only a few. The bridge one, and like the bridge one, they say he was there before the accident, and they say people say that he was there to warn them. Some people say he did something to the bridge, it made it collapse. But yeah, there's not too many stories I've actually heard of the Mothman.
I guess there's actually been a spurt of them around the Chicago area the last several months.
Huh.
But yeah, I grew up on that was only that whole area where that all Point Pleasant, West Virginia, where that happened.
That was when Big Willie was in Chicago and the wind was blowing his beard behind him. It looked like moth wings. Yeah, that's what it was.
It was red like the fires of Mars.
That's right.
Yeah,
It was really man.
Yeah, there's quite a few tales from back in that day of guys. Mostly it was young kids going out to like Lover's Lane kind of areas and getting chased down the highway by this creature that's like chasing them in the car, flying over the street like chasing them in the car. There's those kind of stories. There's a famous story of a guy. He hears something out in his barn. He shines the light out there and just sees the reflective eyes. Like it looks like bicycle reflectors is what they always said. Red eyes. Sicks the dog on it, thinking it's somebody out there stealing something out of his barn. Dog goes out there. Yeah. The dog goes out there, barks, makes a bunch of racket, and then goes silent.
Yep, that's what Rocky did.
Farmer guy gets the gun, goes out there with his light, sees tracks in the dirt in the barn floor around where this thing was, and the dogs run. You can see the dog's prints like in a circle kind of a thing, like it's jumping up at something that's like above it. Dog is gone, not to ever to be found again, and there's no other tracks. So even if it was a person eating something real great, we're doing great.
Thank you, Chad, for that positive reinforcement. We really appreciate that.
Hey, ain't no Mothman fucking with this dog, man.
I don't know. Mothman would probably fly away.
Rocky.
Oh, shit.
Even if you whisper the command to
He
him.
whispered, "Chopper balls." What movie was that? I forget. Was that?
I can't remember, but I know the one.
Oh, was that movie? I can't remember.
You even whisper it to him, dude. He's gone. Rocky,
Chad, isn't that what we always are wondering?
here?
Where is Big Willie?
It's with Carmen Sandiego.
Good boy.
Ah,
Good girl, Holly. You too old to hurt somebody.
That's such a classic shot of Big Willie. I mean, that is like too good.
Got him and his bits on there.
man, I'm liking where this microphone is placed. This is great. I don't have this thing hanging off of my shoulder now.
Yeah, it does. It's a nice. It looks very clean. But the
Yeah, I
sound
guess-
is just as good as it was.
I've got it. It's only like about 8 or so inches away from it. Whoa! Speaking of 8 or so inches,
Whoa!
Look what I got, huh? Look at this. Remember you guys heard this one?
Hey.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Got the team jersey on.
I know. Oh man. Oh
Nice. That's a rare one. Not many people have that. Very nice.
It's been so long since I've been down here. I'm like, I walked in, it was cobwebs. I was like pushing. I'm like, what's happened to this place?
it's only been a couple of weeks. Come on.
Well, the spiders, they don't even waste any time. I'm in a
Yeah.
dark little basement caved corner, and they were like, well, he's gone, so.
Hey, Sid.
Bum, bum,
Bring me
cha-cham.
Hey, Big Willie, how's everything going with you, man?
Good. A lot going on for everybody. We're moving right now, so like we're in the
Moving?
process of moving some stuff. Yeah, we're not moving real far, but man, I think anybody who's ever moved knows how that adventure goes. And it's each time we got like more and more kids to do it with. So it's but overall, it's good. It's been good.
Oh, good.
I mean, I'm not up here flexing like Sonny was on everybody earlier, but I try. I get up there. Sonny was ripping out those deltoids.
That's not flexing. That's flexing.
Whoa.
Oh man.
Hey,
Whoa.
I got muscles. I'm not gonna hide them. You guys go find some. Don't be making fun of me.
Go find your own.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know why this isn't. I was gonna share this story with you guys.
Oh, story time.
I know, but it went away, and I
Went
give me-
away.
You lost your story.
Well, I'm gonna hang on. I have another way of getting this here. For all of you, whoever's left in the chat, you're gonna get a short story. One that'll knock your socks
Hang on,
right
folks.
off.
Here we go.
Oh, he's even got the music now. Yes. Now
I
that.
love it.
We didn't need that NBC
quality.
logo at the end. So I stuck myself on there.
Ah,
That's
there
a
you
good
go.
one.
Well,
I can share something while we wait.
yeah, go for it. Because I gotta
This
pull this up.
I wanted to ask people
Excuse me while I whip this out.
what. I wanted to ask people, where do you think we're gonna find the aliens first? In outer space, or maybe under the ocean or in
I
the
know where.
waters?
I know where.
Under the
where's Sonny?
covers.
Alien girl won.
No, that's how we got here.
The bodies.
She's gonna
Have
be
you ever-
interviewing an alien and Gary Voorhees at the same time.
Did you know that there's aliens living under the oceans?
I mean, I don't
the
doubt
sea.
Check it
Ah!
out.
Supposedly, I hear this. I see videos.
Yes, this is the spider.
These things
This is
can
the spider
grow
one.
26 feet long.
That ain't an alien. It's funny crap.
It was rumored to be mythical until they caught that video. What was that
Oh,
video
that's
they
not
got?
alien?
Was it
That's not alien,
2012,
you say?
16?
Somebody needs to shoot that thing.
Magna Pina. show an animal feeding position waiting to encounter prey.
Mm-hmm.
Although no Magnapedia has ever been observed feeding, leaving this behavior one of many mysteries.
Oh, I know what I did.
Oh wow, look at that swimming around.
Yeah, it's weird though because it like looks at them. Like it's really looking back at them. It's not-
Magnapedias represent
you
a
see the
special
still
kind of
shot.
intrigue in the deep ocean. For the exciting new pieces of footage which have been gained over the past decade, they mostly remain a mystery. It's not a mystery, it's right there.
These slime bastards.
Perhaps the 2020s, the future of 2020, will yield important revelations of the Maripeda
Look
squid.
at that. That's not
Or
alien, Sonny.
perhaps they will remain shrouded in the
Pretty
unknown. One of the ocean's great unanswerable questions. Look at that. That seriously looks like you can see the eyes and the big open mouth
Yeah.
and like, ah.
You know what it reminds me of? A giant ant, or like the head of just the face of an
Yeah,
ant
it
or any
does.
insect. It looks like a giant insect face.
Praying Mantis,
26 feet
too, looks like
long.
that.
How long was it?
Some of them can get up to 26 feet long. They've recorded.
Can they hurt you?
Jeez.
Can they sting you? Are they like jellyfish?
They eat your
They
soul.
can just probe you.
Probe you?
26 feet worth of probe.
Unless you carry that emergency kit around that Matt was telling us about, then you don't have to worry
That's
about
right.
it. Sonny.
If you got that capsule in there, they can't get you.
That's it's the only way to stay safe.
Butt plug survival. Who knew?
I'm telling you. Mars. Okay, so Sunsaver's given an answer. He says Mars, but already found alien NRA on Earth. Geologists forgot his name. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it is a good question. I suppose it depends on where we look. I would be
Question that Sonny had, and I think that it still remains unanswered, is: are we still having a meeting?
Oh,
Or is this the meeting?
I think we're supposed to be having one. That's a good question. We should see drop a link to the chat there with all the guys and see if anybody jumps in. I guess
Oh, them
see who
boys.
sees it. Yeah, see who sees it.
I'm afraid some of them have probably already gone memes.
Well, we know Ben did. I think Phil said he might be.
Poor guy. He hadn't been feeling good.
Yeah, I didn't know he was like dying over there for a little bit.
No,
I thought he was just ignoring all of us. He just hated us all.
No,
no,
no.
you tell him suck it up. He's got 24 hours.
I did. I was like, get your crap together. And then I seen him try to do a show the other night, and I was like, you know what? Take a nap, and you can go. I'm just kidding. Poor guy. I was trying to remember. It does suck, man. And coming out of it when you have like the brain thing, it's weird.
Fog.
It,
Little
like,
brain
yeah,
fog,
you're
yeah.
just super foggy.
Yeah, that sucks. Ugh.
It was good stuff.
I don't want to get sick.
I actually was just I was just listening to a story earlier today. It had to do with this thing over in France from a while ago, which I'm not gonna share right now. But it was I at some point want to definitely share the full story because it was just absolutely phenomenal hearing the whole layout of this encounter of this thing that was basically like a woolly mammoth / werewolf cat thing. I mean,
Mammoth,
Oh, there it is.
werewolf, cat.
yeah, as one would see. Well, the real question is too is where's Chad? Where's Chad at this point?
Oh, Chad's eating.
Dinner.
Yeah, he's just
All right,
hanging out back.
you guys want to know what? You guys want to know what's going on with Chad at this point? This is. I'm going to tell you right now. Let's even find this here. This is Chad. He's watching us. Or wait, no, it's this one right here. This is Chad. As I watch the boys host the Paranormal Chop Shop show, I thought to myself, I think I'll have some cornflakes, make myself a cup of coffee. And you know why? Because Folks, I'm Chad freaking Smith. I do what I want. CHS. Where is he? Exactly. we need him with his little buttons. He's got a $900 piece of equipment.
He's on some panties. Now he's trying to get in some panties. You don't want to
Listen. Hate the game, not the player, they say, right? Who came up with that? You know a player had to come up with that, right? That had to have been a player that...
A jealous player. Those guys.
I don't know if he was a jealous player, right? He just said, hate the game, not the player. He said, don't hate me, bro.
Don't be mad at me.
Hate the fact that the game exists.
Just playing the game, yo.
Chad is so Chad.
He certainly is.
I got to go dark here for a second. But I'm still
shit.
here. I just want to show off my picture.
Oh, man. Yeah, but what kind of story do you guys want to hear? I mean, I'll let you pick. What do you want to know about? I mean, do we want to tell people an actual story? Did you guys just want to hear a story recalled from memory? What did you want there, Spooky?
I want to hear the France story.
Deanna,
Oh, my God. I don't know the France story.
Deanna, yesterday, we were talking about the boys' show, and I was cooking stovetop stuffing.
Mmm.
And I told her, yeah, we say that, that it has Stouffer's stovetop on there. And she goes, that's what it is. And I said, no, it's not. It's not. That's what we say it is, but it's not. It just says stovetop. I showed her the box, and she's like, oh. So that's
And if there's one thing I'll ever fight Ben on, because this mother trucker right here, Mr. Ben, I love you so much, but I will fight you on this. Because every time we bring up the whole idea of the Mandela effect, he goes, a lot of that's just the Jim Carrey movie, right? That's Jim Carrey that did that skit, and SNL did the skit. We all got confused. I'm like, you mother trucker. It is so much more than that, okay? It's so much more. Now, some of it could just be, obviously, we all have issues remembering things properly, but...
Ben knows we've all been messing with him. If he does, I'm just going to quit talking about it now.
No, here's what happened. Now, Ben, I'm speaking for Ben at this point, but I think Ben got burned because Ben was deep at one point, and the one that got to him was the Monopoly man with the monocle, and he swore. I think he won't admit it to us, but in his heart of hearts, he would have bet his life, his little sweet baby daughter's life, on the fact that thing had a monocle. And then it was in, oh my gosh, what was the movie that Jim Carrey made where he was like an inspector, a private eye? He was a private eye investigating a murder. It was Ace Ventura? No, Ace Ventura was, and he was a veterinary, right?
Pet detective.
Oh, Pet Detective.
Maybe that is the one. Maybe that is the one I'm thinking of because he dressed up ready to go to college.
Yep. I think so. Maybe.
No.
Well, either way, there was one where Jim Carrey dressed up as him, and Jim Carrey wore the monocle, and so Ben's always like, "What up, Jen?" Ben's always like, "Yeah, that's why we're all confused." And I'm like, "Ben, but it's so much more than just that one. So much more."
The stuffing gets me.
Stuffing, yeah. Honestly, the
who are you
money
stuffing?
symbol messed with me.
Well,
Pet
making
detective.
me about stuffing myself.
UFO Garage. What's up, everybody? How's it going? How is she going up in here? How's she going?
Yep.
I mean, she's going.
Since
You guys
don't
been-
feel good, we'll jam out to his tunes.
You guys have been doing a great job.
We'll steal his stuff. Yeah.
That's right.
Are we in the after hours?
Not yet, but we're fixing to be.
Better do something.
Wow, we went really long.
Is this live? Are we live?
Yeah,
We're
this is
still
live
live
right
on
now.
YouTube.
Oh,
Watch what you say.
Hey,
Waiting
everybody.
for you to finish your fucking Fruity Loops and your
Oh,
frosted.
I haven't even
flakes.
started yet. I just got done making all my food, my burgers.
Made food?
Oh, you made some burgers, bro.
Yep.
Oh,
Did you see what I had on today, Chad?
I
Look
haven't
at this
eaten
bad
since
boy we're pulling
yesterday.
back out.
Ooh,
I
very
know, right?
nice.
The old flat earth on the Mother Earth back there, I tell you what.
That ain't flat, bitch.
Cosmic neighbors. Chad
Cosmic
has arrived.
neighbors. Hey, cosmic neighbors.
Is Jake coming over
What's
too?
up, John?
No, Jake is completely asleep. He has to
Sleep.
I was gonna say he has to work in the morning, but I don't think he does actually.
He doesn't, because
I
I'm
have
going to
to.
massage his ears tomorrow. So
You got to work tomorrow?
I have to do Star Wars readings with Lord Gypsy at 11 a.m.
That's cool.
and then I have to be at work at 2, and then I'm working 6 hours tomorrow
That ain't cool.
or today
I
technically.
thought they were just working you an extra hour every day during the week. I
Oh,
didn't know they were working
no.
you Saturday.
No, they don't know how to hire people, or actually nobody wants to work right now, so we're very short on people, and we've promised bolts to all these companies, and we can't make them, so now it's like all hands on deck.
I got a couple bolts around here if you need some.
We need I think we need 4 million a day right now.
Here's one.
did you guys ever hear of the Robo Flowers?
No, sounds cool.
The Robo Flowers. This story goes way back. This is 1924.
What was it, dance?
Ooh,
She
Which are
encountered
you?
these little aliens. They were like, well, they should call them. They were little flowers that were made of metal, and they were like chopping stuff down and collecting material.
No.
Yeah, 1924. It just makes you wonder, like, how many stories out there that are undocumented that have just gotten tossed to the wayside because you came in, you were like, hey, I saw some flowers and they were metal. And they were cutting down other flowers, and they talked with me.
Talked with you?
I mean, I want to say she was like 9. Let's see.
is this real?
Hang on now. Yeah, this is real. In 1924, a little girl had a bizarre encounter with a group of aggressive, not just flowers, but were robotic ones, aggressive, robotic, plant-like UFO knots, who not only tested her perception of reality, but allegedly caused the destruction of a school science building in Pasco County, Florida.
Oh, she
Oh,
burned the
God.
building down.
You think she
No
did?
matches.
You think she burned it down? And she's like that meme of the picture of the girl who's smiling with the place and fire.
These little robots like flowers, and they came in spitting fire.
Love it. Love it. Oh, heck yeah. Look at Enzo dropped the link right there. That's where it's at, guys. These are real stuff. Oh, man, Rob Morphy. Freaking love that dude.
I just
He finds
like the
these
picture
beauties.
that's on there.
Oh, yeah. Here, I'll share that real quick, too, for you, Chad. Here you go, Chad Smith. Oh, jeez, Chad.
Lynn, you don't actually have a fever, do you? Or are we causing your fever? Hopefully you're not sick. I hope you're not sick.
I mean, Chad, we're pretty freaking hot.
Are you seeing strange things?
Are you seeing strange things and hearing weird people?
Do you smell the smell of fudge?
John Music, what's up, man?
Hey, what's up, John?
I was
Look at
able to
that
catch a
bad
little
boy.
bit of the show, man. It looked really good. You guys were really having a great discussion, you and Gary.
Yeah, I
Amy.
caught the intro. It was a good intro.
Yeah.
Gary Voorhees.
Yeah, I caught like the first 10, 15 minutes, and then I got busy at work, and then I went to Chop Shop, and there's all kinds of stuff going on tonight.
Oh, Lynn, that's no fun. Sorry to hear that.
Man, I'm sorry, Lynn. It sucks.
Oh,
Oh, dang it. I went to remove. What the French toast?
I hear that's going around.
Chad, I was telling him how rusty I am because I walked down here and there was cobwebs in my room. I was wiping cobwebs out of here. I was fighting tarantulas the size of my fist. They
That's
had
how
taken
long it's
over.
been, huh?
Yeah, there was a dance where at one point the volcano flamed up, and then we did a war dance around the front of that with each other to see who had claimed dominance in the situation here. And the boys will know it was 45 minutes. They thought I was just blowing them off. I was fighting tarantulas, bro.
This is the Chop Shop, right? We're supposed to have some music going and stuff, right?
Oh yeah.
Are you did you bring stories? Like you've got stories ready to rock and roll, or
Yeah, I mean, if you want that
Oh.
Florida story, I'll read you the Florida story if you want.
sure? I mean,
I don't even know how long that one is. Sure.
Don't
All right,
sound too
guys,
confident
we're gonna
about it.
do this. Let's do this. So, the destruction of a school science building in Pasco County, Florida. Sometime in 1974, a beauty salon operator named Evelyn Wendt decided that it was time to break years of silence and come clean regarding a strange run-in she'd had 50 years before when she was just a child. Wendt, showing courage that few eyewitnesses match, contacted the Weekday, a West Palm Beach newspaper, and asked to speak with a reporter. After receiving her call, the almost certainly skeptical newsman met the hairstylist and dutifully jotted down her decades-old testimony. Soon after, the article was published with the opening lines, and I quote, "Mrs. Evelyn Wendt has carried a secret for the past 50 years. In 1924, she saw and talked to people from a UFO." The rest of the article would go on to chronicle Wendt's still nearly crystal clear recollections of her once-in-a-lifetime encounter with the unknown. Yeah. So, I mean, what do you guys think? I mean, think you've held on to things that you could come clean about? Do you think that everybody has those secrets that if given the right
Not on
moment, they would
here.
come clean on? I mean, 50 years she's held on to this, right?
She's been holding on to that for, all 50 years.
That's a long time.
Yeah. It's a long time to hold on to something like that.
You know, the best comparison I ever heard JoJo compare, you know, and all those wisdom words he's ever shared with me.
Wow.
He said, "William, keeping a secret for a long time is like holding in a fart all day. It's gonna hurt."
Oh my God.
This is the face you're gonna make.
You're gonna feel upset in your tummy. You know, we might laugh, but I tried to glean some wisdom from that, okay?
Oh, look who just happened to show up. It's almost like he was summoned.
Secrets. He's telling secrets over there, Chad.
JoJo Bone. But I think there could be some truth in that. Enzo's already on it. Look at him.
I'm a very nice man. Don't hang up.
Don't hang up.
Show
Very
me your
nice
weenus.
Show me your elbow. Let me see your elbows.
47.
Gotta see the elbow.
47, JoJo.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, if you want to hear a little more, just a pinch it, a snippet, just a
Not
tip.
really. Not really.
All right. Well, that's okay. You guys follow the link. You go look it up over on the Kryptonaut podcast. You can. No, it's okay. Listen.
Wait, where can you find it?
This is over on the Kryptonaut podcast. But this is, you go on to Cryptotopia. Actually, the link's in the private chat. We can drop that right into the chat for everybody if they want. Mr. Rob Morphy does a fantastic job at finding these one-offs that, to me, are absolutely fascinating.
Nice.
So if people want to read the full story, they totally can over there. Yeah, because usually, if you have these stories, they take like 20 minutes, give or take, to share. But I think they're fun to share with a good group of people, if you have the right ones.
Oh, what's up, Cassie? How's it going, Cassie? Got JoJo in the house. Sunsaver. Aliens made me do it.
Who else is live right now?
Our girls.
Who's live? Is it A&G?
GNA, yeah.
G.
They are?
Is that A&G?
Yeah, tonight their show, the topic is phone calls from the dead.
Wait, they're live right now?
Ooh, now
They've
that's a
been live for the
topic.
last 30, 45 minutes.
Oh, we need to just send everybody over there
Hello.
before we go to
Yes.
our. If we're gonna have a company meeting, we need to.
I don't even know
send
for that.
all-
I think it's like
if we're
us.
having a company. I think this is the company meeting.
Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, the link for casual conversation with GNA is coming at you right about now.
Hey, you guys remember to like and subscribe to this channel, please. If you haven't already done so.
Yeah,
Down
man.
there.
Yeah, guys. Hit the like button.
Nightmare's over there.
Don't tell me how to live my life.
Jeez. Move to
Just
come.
hit it, damn it.
Oh, they're in like person together, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, they usually are.
They are.
The only times that they're separated is when Eileen has to go to school.
Donnie Cho is also over there.
Donnie Cho. Interesting
A
guy.
interesting individual.
They're
Yep.
so cute.
They're live and they are more knowledgeable, so go over there and check them out. Make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to their channel, please.
Way smarter than us.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Hey, one random thing that I was proud of as a father today.
Yeah.
Really pointless thing. My daughter Brooklyn. We got her to. She doesn't say a lot of words, too much. But you guys know Beavis and Butthead, and they're breaking the law, right? She can really do it so well, and it's the funniest thing ever. Because she's this little bitty girl, and she'll go breaking the law. She does it.
Oh my god.
That's great.
That's cool.
Love to hear that.
I know it's like pointless. Nah, there's nothing there for you guys, but it just made my day.
Well, I mean,
She was so proud of it.
Makes you a proud father.
My nephew Jay,
It's just funny
Jay
seeing
used
them
to pull
change.
his shirt up over his head, and he would run around doing the "I'm Cornholio," and he would do it just like him, dude. It was good.
Chad.
Yeah.
Chad.
Yeah.
I know somebody else that's live right now.
Who's that?
I don't know if you've ever heard of a little somebody named 305 Goddess.
Oh god, is she really live right now?
Well, you guys
damn
just drop a
straight
link to her
she
because I don't
is.
have her channel. I don't
You
have her
just
channel.
hold on. Wow.
What?
Oh wait,
That was hot.
What'd she do?
Wow.
is that what happened? Spooky was.
Yeah.
Did she do something?
Yeah.
Okay, here it is. Ready? 305 Goddess, y'all. She is a goddess too. Boom.
Oh, I went back to see what you were talking about.
Wow, holy mackerel.
Quite the nails there.
I don't know if you can do that on YouTube. Man, talking like that, we're gonna have everybody over there.
Anyways, last night we met
Anywho.
305 Goddess, and she is fantastic card reader. She has this unique style where it's like she's not like us. She has a different way about it.
Should I just bring her up
funny.
for a second?
Bring her on in here, man.
Well, I'm gonna.
JD's a little man.
She's in that one, man.
Doing all this talking, trying to smoke these roaches. But let me do your reading so I can continue.
This is 305
Maybe I'll roll it
Goddess.
after this.
She's bad.
But no, that's the thing with the fucking liking.
Okay, and
Like,
it is
it's-
18
I'm trying-
over.
It's not
18
a
and
big
over.
deal, but you need to talk about it. That shit
I will-
is unfucking comfortable.
She's got a mouth like Jamie.
Now it's how you speak on it, and that's different. But I get
But she's got
the way I respond. It is a little outrageous.
she's got 10 watching right now.
have to
She's been doing this for 5 years.
You do calm me
She's
down,
supposed to
like,
have
come
cards
on,
out
it's
there,
not
though.
that
That's
deep.
why
You right. Let me find
Yeah,
out
she's
how
been
deep
doing
it is, and let me
these
see
circle
exactly
ones. I
what
think
my
she made her,
problem
or no,
is.
not
What
those
is my
ones. She's got some circle ones that she
what's
made
wrong
herself.
with you?
Those are
But it-
cards?
Yeah, yeah, you
Not
can get circle
coasters?
oracle cards. Mm-hmm.
Really?
It's just fucking uncomfortable. It's not that it's something
It's
wrong
fucking
with it.
uncomfortable.
It's unfucking comfortable.
That's right.
Can you deal with
Unfucking
that?
comfortable.
And that was
I wanted to find somebody to bring into the group, so I went on YouTube and just searched tarot, and then I filtered it to live channels, and she was the first one, and there was only one person watching. So I went in there, got a reading, and it was like spot on, and I just vibed with her, and I'm like, you need to be friends with us. You need to be one of our friends. Oh, here she goes.
That's why I'm like, you can like the picture,
Spooky, you
babe.
should type in there. We're all watching you.
Not that. I tried my best to explain. He understood. I'm like, it's not. I promise, it's not that. Like the picture, I see it. And matter of fact, I like that I see your name, but it's like I hate for you to blow her head up, and then she trying to blow your head up later. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's trying to blow your head off later because you blew her shit up by like, come on, man. But be careful over there. Please. I'm telling you, it's a fucking red light with me. Because I ain't liking her pictures. If I was liking her
Spooky's
pictures,
in the
then
chat.
maybe we'll have something coming. But at this point, I don't even like her shit. And now I can't like her shit. I
We
wouldn't
all
like
watching you in the paranormal chop shop.
No, hell no, bitch.
So with her 10
'Cause,
people,
A,
what do
you
we
should've came in
have?
my inbox.
13?
That's why you need to
Hell
stop
yeah,
liking her
23
fucking
people.
pictures. If the bitch never would have came in my inbox portraying as you, the bitch is crazy. That's why you don't need to be liking her pictures. I don't want no affiliation. She gonna fucking end up trying to off your ass later, and I don't want no do with that. I'm gonna probably get off another way, but not by her with your ass, because you want to fucking play by liking pictures. No.
So
She's
when
gonna
will
be
this
like, "What
guest
the
be
You
on?
going over there
That's-
and liking on?
Well, we had a little meeting with her last night to get to know her, and
Do she like your pictures?
it sounded like she was on after I got off there because Cassie said that she spent some more time with talking to Sonny.
So what?
So, yeah, she's cool.
Get in alignment. I need you to catch
she
the
stayed
red
on
fucking light when
After
it
you and
flash.
Spooky left, Cass
And
and
I'm catching them bitches.
her and
now.
I
You
stayed on
think I'm
for at
complaining
least,
about it.
I don't even know how
Alright,
long.
dog, I just told
It
you
wasn't
I'm
very
gonna
long,
flash.
but
That's all I told you. I just told
yeah,
you about the
she
red light.
she liked you guys, man.
Mm-hmm.
Don't.
That's
Yeah, we
awesome.
loved her. That was so much fun hanging out.
Yep.
Wait till she sees her chat room. She hasn't seen the chat room yet.
She messaged and said thank you and everything, Chad.
I like
Oh,
what
cool.
Zenza Bill said.
The bitch is crazy. What's her number? Wait, where's the badoomch?
The act below, if that's the case.
There you
Or if that's the case, this is how I fucking act. This is not an act. This is how I act. You know what? We done with the liking of the pics.
Read your chat room. You gotta read your chat room.
I'm done with that shit. You like a pic at your discretion. Your motherfucking sacrifice. You never know what a bitch got in store. You liking that shit. What expectations bring.
She admits
Ah,
too.
shit was
She's like, I got a
complicated,
mouth
to
on
be
me, but
fair.
I am honest.
All right, let's go.
Tells it like it is. Oh, here she goes. She's gonna read the chat room.
Oh, you know I did. It's spooky. On my way to 1 million subscribers. Wow. Ooh, Oracle. How are you, babies? Paranormal. Y'all be coming through. Y'all must just got off a podcast. I'm trying to get on their podcast, but they gotta invite me. Y'all to see me up there one day. We gonna get done. What's happening, y'all?
Tell her you are
It's
on the
real
podcast.
good too, y'all.
Yeah.
Like they so
Yeah.
damn
I did. I said,
creative.
Oops. catch back up to the live. Come on.
You slow ass internet.
Wait till I get over there in that field. Never mind. How y'all doing? Y'all brought me a whole different energy, excitement, and shit.
I said we're all watching
Let's
you
go.
on live stream.
Mommy, let's go. A whole bunch of downloads and all y'all readers. I can't help.
Yeah, she's awesome.
Mommy, I'm finna kick your ass out. Chat, what's going on? I see. Y'all watching on live stream? Welcome. I'm trying to get mommy right. I'm going through a whole bunch of downloads. You ain't acting right, mommy. And I need you to add right.
Yeah, she says she gets downloads.
I need you to
I
add
gotta
right.
download.
Yes, I need you to add right. Nah, that shit ain't funny. Do I got to get you straight too? Damn. No. Soul awakening. No.
Yes, unsafe.
No. Self-expression. Cause how is you rushing? You supposed to be patient. Can I get a love reading, please? No. What if I just say no? Let's go. 6, 7, 8. This
Let's
your
go, baby.
infinity, not
Let's
mine,
go.
child. You gotta be more patient than that. You actually receiving free services. If you pay for it, you can get your money back if I was taking too long. Jesus. But that's your energy.
For anybody,
mommy.
I can't
know.
talk.
King of
For anybody just joining us, for this is 305 Goddess on YouTube. New friend of the channel. Please go over and subscribe and like her videos.
If you would like to read input your zodiac sign, if you're watching, and you can do that. Y'all watching off live
Cassie,
stream.
she's bougie.
Y'all can do that.
And she's
But if you
bougie.
would like to read, please put your zodiac sign.
What part of the country is
She's a
she
good
from?
soul
Where is
and
she?
real.
I do pay readings too, so
She's
if
in
you have
Florida.
to go deep. If you have questions, make sure you use the Cash App or the PayPal in the description below. But other than that, I do free energy. I do free readings.
Yep.
All you have to do is put your zodiac sign. Lola, what's going on? King of Swords. Well, this person is coming up. Oh, okay. Oh, apologies accepted. Thank you. I like that one. It wasn't sorry. Be careful.
Spooky, that was funny last night when you went into her chat room. She was like, Spooky! Like she knew you for years. It was so funny. She's like, I've been talking about your ass for a couple weeks now. I'm like, what is she talking about?
Yeah. I have to say, I was a little taken aback.
It's almost like she knew she was going to meet you, and she's like, been talking to you.
Surprise, right?
It was weird. She's like, they're spooky. I'm like, what? Thought this was the
Whoa, look at Enzo.
How can you?
He's magic.
That is pretty cool.
That ain't Enzo. That's
Actually,
A-Money.
You could use that for some.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we got Jimmy Church on. Hey, how's it going, bud?
The amazing Enzo, everyone.
You could put anybody in the chat box and then change the name, and it would look like you're interviewing anyone.
That's right.
Today, if we can wake him up, we have Joe
Bob
Biden.
Lazar.
Yeah, Bob Lazar. Have him up there in the. Oh, that would get some clicks. Have him right there in the box.
Oh man.
Hey, we can have Joe Diaz, Joe Rogan, and Steve-O.
Ooh. You want to talk about getting some likes?
Joey Diaz.
Fucking
I'm
Joe
glad, Cassie.
Diaz
I'm
over
glad.
here.
All right. Well, that was an episode of the Chop Shop.
Thank you, everybody.
That was it.
Yeah, you gotta get through them sometimes. That's how you do it. You just power through.
Well, when you have guests that cancel twice in a row.
I have other words for that.
And then blast you on social media.
Don't
But
worry
yeah.
about Cousin Kip. Don't you dare worry about him.
The show must go on. The show must go on, Big Willie.
That's right.
Yeah. So, do we have an outro? I don't think we have an outro. We just
What?
have an
You guys don't have an outro music?
Willie,
have-
take us out.
I mean-
Take us out, Willie.
Oh, well, this has been another episode of the Paranormal Chop Shop. Tune back in next week to see Sunny, Spooky, and maybe Chad near the end, and whatever guests we might have over here in the Chop Shop. You just never know what's going to happen here. That's why it's the Paranormal Chop Shop, baby. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe button if you have not yet, and leave a comment once the episode is ended. Peace,
Thanks,
love,
guys.
and taco grease.
Peace.
Peace out.